What's going on, drinking buddies? Happy fucking 2020. We made it! We made it to a new decade. It's crazy. We're all still here. A couple things going into the new year, new decade. I know some wild shit is said on this podcast fairly often. And I've been working on some new projects that are not mine. I'm doing technical production for some other projects. And one of those projects is really heavy. It's really heavy. It involves sexual assault survivors. And it's opened my eyes to some of the things I may have said on this show or in jest. Things I have said in jest may have been insensitive and may have been hurtful. That is never my intention. But hearing these women's stories while working on the show has really opened my eyes to that. So I just felt the need to at least address it. When I or my guests say crazy shit on this show, it's all supposed to be in fun. That's the goal. That's always the goal while we do the show, is just to have fun. So with that being said, let's get on with the fun stuff. Well, let's get on with the ads, then the fun stuff. This week we are brought to you by the video versions of A Now We Drink. The video versions are available on Vimeo at www.anwd.net/videos. I'm updating them as regularly as possible. I still have a bit of a back catalog that I am trying to catch up on. But check out The Madness in Full HD. It is 99 cents an episode, or $6 a month will get you all the episodes unlimited streaming. If you want to check out what the video versions are all about, the Anna DeVille and Peter Warren episode and the Robert Dean and Travis Keller episodes are available on YouTube for free. And if you go to the Vimeo page, the Athena Rain and the Robert Dean episodes are available free of charge there. So check it out. It's a lot of fun. I put a lot of work into the video versions. www.anwd.net/videos. We are also brought to you this week by our friends at Vinyl Me Please. Vinyl Me Please is the Record of the Month Club. The best damn Record of the Month Club. In fact, every month, Vinyl Me Please features one album that is essential to the modern vinyl collection. Each record is pressed exclusively for Vinyl Me Please and has features you can't get anywhere else. Things like bonus tracks, inserts, color variants, and comes packaged with a 12x12 album-inspired art print and custom cocktail pairing recipe. It's amazing. Rad vinyl, some new art, and new cocktail recipes. What else could you want out of life? And Vinyl Me Please isn't like Record of the Month clubs of old. It's month to month, no strings attached. Cancel anytime. So sign up for Vinyl Me Please today at www.joinvmp.com/ANWD. Once again, that is www.joinvmp.com/ANWD. We are also brought to you this week by our friends at Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly mystery crate that delivers the best in geek and gaming gear. From collectibles, apparel, tech gadgets, art, and other epic gear. It's like Comic-Con in a box, without the horrible lines, having the camp seats or cosplayers, but everything else is pretty fucking rad. And for less than $20 a month, you get 6 to 8 items that are included: licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, and unique one-of-a-kind items and more. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe to receive that month's crate. When the cutoff happens, that's it. Party's over. Lights are off. You can't get that crate. So if you want to get some epic gear, go to www.trylootcrate.com/ANWD and enter the code BRIDGE10 to save 10% off on a new subscription. My guest this week is comedian Anu Kalra, a.k.a. Raagz. This was a fun episode. All sorts of silliness from top to bottom. Anu's a New York guy. He's been in trouble with the law. He's doing comedy now. It's good shit. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, drinking buddies. Raagz, what's going on?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Doing good. I'm glad we finally got this fucking together.
Yes. Listen, it's my fault, but you know.
Oh no, that you're a hardworking comic is such a fucking problem.
First time I had the flu, it was
that's from dirty club patrons. I know.
That's from exactly.
Glad hitting all those fucking people. Some motherfucker didn't wash their hands, got you sick.
That's it. You know what? When people want to smoke weed with you after the show, that's an issue, right? Because you don't know what the fuck you're getting. You don't know what they've been doing. So a lot of times you can't say no, but then you're like, what did I do? The motherfucker had dirty fingernails, which is, a lot of dirty fingernails out there.
You got me checking right now for the audio audience.
Drug dealers always have dirty fingernails, I've noticed.
Well, they also have the big pinky.
They got the coke nose.
Yeah.
The coke pinky. The coke nail.
The coke nail. So have you had any bad experiences with giving you shit that you weren't expecting in the joint?
Yes. I mean, let's be honest. The way they bring blow here is they put it up their ass or they swallow it. So there's a problem with the way it comes there anyway,
Well, I wasn't just talking about the weed. I mean, like after a show, like someone hand you a J.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
It's like, oh shit, there was PCP in that motherfucker.
That's another thing. Is like someone actually told me that one time. Oh, they said PCP literally, and I'm like, you're fucking around. They were fucking around, but you don't know what you're getting. So that's why I always bring my own joint, and make sure it's. I'm like, oh, I'll light mine up, bud. And then they want to hit your shit. And you're like, okay, it's not as bad.
Yeah, you only get their communicable diseases at that point.
Yeah, a little
not their weird
warts,
drugs.
A couple warts here and there.
Builds character.
That's it. It builds complete character.
As long as you're not like, The problem with having it on your face is you can't hide that shit. You got to be on stage.
Yeah, that's scary, man. That's scary. And you know what? It's so prevalent in this fucking society today. I mean, a lot of people have HPV,
Everyone has HPV.
Everyone has HPV, but the herpes...
That's just like 1 out of 3?
1 out of 3. You don't want the genital herpes, right?
I don't know. I would rather have the genital herpes than the oral.
Really? Well, there's 2 types of herpes, right?
Yeah, there's oral and there's genital.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get genital, it's like, well, that sucks. I'm not fucking while that's happening. You get oral, you get this horrible, nasty sore like on your lip when you're just going day to day.
Yeah, and a lot of people do have that. But I actually saw that they're coming out with a vaccine for herpes.
I'll believe it when I see it. They made too much fucking money treating it.
Well, dude, but you can't fix it, though. That's the issue. They might make more getting that vaccine out.
I don't know. If you can't get herpes, I can't sell you Valtrex.
It just goes forever, right? Outbreaks.
Yeah.
Well, I'd just be so scared of an outbreak. And I pray to God, I knock on wood, because, I've definitely been there with a little bit of risky sexual behavior.
Really? You don't say.
Well, it's funny. I'm sure like a lot of the porn stars that you interview, they probably are the cleanest, because they're always tested, right?
But they don't test for herpes or HPV.
Oh, shit. But what the fuck? Herpes, no test?
No test. It's not life-threatening.
Oh, fuck. So they passed that quick.
It's very prevalent in the industry.
Oh, shit. No, I didn't know that.
Most people don't.
So the porn I watch is like that underground, like the gangbangs are taking place in like fucking Argentina. I don't know. I don't watch like the professional porn too much. I'm more into amateur. So I like the people to actually be like having some type of relationship, I guess you could say.
They don't have a relationship. They both like money. That's the relationship.
That's it. Well, and the point is, I mean, if you see like some guys are gangbanging some chick down in Brazil, it's kind of intriguing to me, that some chick is, I mean, let's be honest, that chick is finally satisfied. She's having orgasm because she's getting gangbanged. So I figured that's the way that they're going to be fucking like coming, right? For women, it's ideal, to go through a gangbang.
Hey, if she's down with it, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no guarantee. She could just be a good fucking actress.
I saw my cock on a porn the other day. Like,
what?
The guy had the same cock as me. It was a special moment. And he had the same vein, same color, same little mole under my balls. Like, he had everything that it was me. And, I felt a special bond with this guy.
Were you, like, double checking, like, did I get blacked out somewhere? What the fuck?
It was a great moment, because you know what? Like, that's like my guy now. I gotta
subscribing to his fucking channel, like every scene. Let's see who we're fucking today.
Well, me and him have been through everything together, right? It's like when you see the guys with the same car, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same year, It's the same dent.
Gonna give him the nod.
Yeah, you give him the honk or the nod, you know?
Gonna run into that guy somewhere in LA and be like, yo,
Yeah, dude, we had the same wife. Same up and down.
I'd be fucked up if he's like, yo, show me yours. You're seeing mine, man. Show me yours.
Yeah, right? And I'd be like, hold on, man. Let me rev up.
Can't show it to you flaccid.
I heard some chick say that she was actually a fluffer, right? A fluffer which exists in the
It does not exist.
It doesn't exist. Okay.
No.
But then she said she was a fluffer down, which that's not true, right? That can't be possible.
Oh, was that at fucking Kill Tony?
Yeah.
I heard that episode.
You saw it. Yeah. So I'm not making this up. I'm like, that can't be true, right?
It's not a real thing. That is not a real thing. That broad is full of shit.
Full of shit, right? I mean, come on. It's called time.
Yeah. Dudes are having problems maintaining erections. They're definitely not having problems
taking them down.
Yeah, taking them down. It's just like,
yeah.
No.
Come on. You know, like, well, who are you? Superman? Get the fuck out of here.
She thought she was being funny.
Yeah, and it wasn't funny because they want real up there. They want to know what the fuck's going on in your life.
You're supposed to do your 60 seconds of funny and then do a real interview.
Let it come out naturally, right? Just talk about who the fuck you are.
Right.
But she was obviously
a crazy person, which
out
is
of it.
Sometimes the best part of Kill Tony is just like the crazy fucking people.
You get the homeless, crazy weirdos, and whatever it is.
Yeah, it's right there on Sunset Boulevard. She might have just been homeless, been like, oh, I can go inside if I sign up.
I could do a blow in the bathroom.
That broad didn't have no blow.
No, I know. If she had some, she'd actually been funnier. Well, I don't know. Actually, can you be funny on coke? I don't know.
You can be unintentionally funny on coke.
Yeah, there you go.
Just like grinding your teeth. Like, so I'm just talking a mile a fucking minute, and I got gangbanged by Tommy Lee and all of Motley Crue back in the '80s. And
bro, you gotta see my business plan.
Have you seen my script? My script's amazing.
Oh my god, how many conversations in Hollywood have been on cocaine about scripts? At least 1 million.
Oh yeah, right? Easily. There are 1,000 of them happening right now. This is being recorded in the middle of the day at 4 p.m., but there are still at least 1,000 people on coke pitching a script to someone who did not want to hear about it right this second.
In an Uber.
Oh, yeah.
On the way to a meeting. Yep.
One of the weirdest Uber experiences I ever fucking had was I got into an Uber with a dude a couple years ago, and he starts pitching me his script about using porn stars in a mainstream movie. And he's naming people I know in real life. And he's like, I'm going to get, I think he was like, this is years ago. He's like, I'm going to get James Dean and Alexis Texas and...
So then, wait, he just wanted to make a regular flick.
Yeah, he wanted to make a regular flick.
And this is his big idea.
And his big idea.
It was a love story or some shit.
I don't even remember the elevator pitch.
You're like, bro, it was just horrible. I couldn't remember that.
It was fucking horrible, but I'm just like, oh, I'm going to secure these people. I'm like, I know these people. No, you're not.
You're like, there's no chance, bro.
There is zero chance of this happening for you. Zero fucking chance.
Yeah, that must have been a very interesting ride, huh?
And he looked at me like I was full of shit when I'm like, I know these people.
Oh, so he thought you were full of shit. And meanwhile, you're like, bitch, look at my cell phone. Fucking moron.
Like, I can text these people. I'm not going to for you. Fuck no.
Yeah, I'm not going to make myself look like a moron right now.
Yeah. Hey, Alexis, I'm in this Uber and this Uber driver's got a pitch for you.
I think you should make regular movies. Ooh.
Hey, for the right script, hell yeah. I mean, fucking Riley Steele did Piranha Triple D at one point.
100%. Yeah, that happens, right? But just to say I'm going to put a bunch of porn stars in a regular script, that's not an idea. That's a fucking Hollywood dream that doesn't happen too often, right?
No. And the thing about it is the marketability of it. It's like, you're not going to sell the middle of the country on the person they masturbate to in a lot of cases on the big screen.
Yeah.
It does happen. Sasha Grey was in a bunch of mainstream shit.
Sasha Grey was on Entourage.
And she was in the Soderbergh flick, The Girlfriend Experience. But she also played a prostitute in that movie. So it's kind of fucked up where like the roles for sex workers are being a sex worker.
As a sex worker.
Or playing themselves.
Yeah, yeah. What's she up to now?
I don't know, Sasha, unfortunately.
But she's still obviously...
I think she's writing books and...
Oh, she's making money.
Oh, yeah. She made her money. She's done good.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But it's still... It's a fucked up situation that I didn't even really think about until this point where, like, it's so rare for a sex worker to play something besides a sex worker or themselves on a...
It doesn't happen. It rarely happens.
What did James Dean play in The Hills? Because that movie was, like, universally panned, so I never saw it.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I IMDb. Why am I...
Let's do another shot, bro.
Let's do another shot.
Get it going. Should I pour it?
Pour it.
There we go.
My hands are busy typing.
Your hands are busy.
No, I don't want the hills with fucking, like, the Laguna Beach crew. Stupid IMDb. It's Bret Easton Ellis.
Yes. Not Lauren. Not John.
Or was that the... maybe I'm thinking of a different... I forgot the fucking name. It was like Lindsay Lohan, James Dean. I'm trying to think of the fucking movie. Why? But cheers. Either fucking
brother.
way.
Absolutely. My man.
Because we're day drinking. We're fucking banging down shots in the middle of the day.
That's right, baby. This is most of your episodes are recorded in the evening. We both have schedules, so
Yeah, like I gotta go be, professional after this. Oh, yeah.
how many of these shots do you think you could take down and still be like functional?
Define functional.
Or you like tonight? What would be your limit before you go do a professional gig?
A fair amount.
Okay, so maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
8-ish, I would say. It was the
Wow.
canyons, not the hills.
Wow, that's what I'm confused.
Hey,
8. Damn, so you got a pretty fucking good tolerance.
I mean, I do this all the fucking time.
Yeah. Well, you mean drink or record?
Both. I mean, there have definitely been some episodes where I've walked away from the shit and been like, did I save last night's episode? Fuck.
Wow. Well, I mean, some of the stories you told me, dude's going fucking wild in here. So, shakes hand, dude.
So, try to be entertaining for folks, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, whatever happens, happens, baby.
So, back to you. You're going to fucking New York.
Yes, going to New York tonight on the red eye. Fucking Mike, sorry.
Yeah, the mic's trying to get away from you. It's
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
It's flimsy, like,
The mic's solid. The mic stand.
Flaccid Mike over here.
Comes in my house like, your mic's flaccid. Can't get it up.
That was a great podcast. Those mics are just fucking flashing, man. Yeah, I'm going to New York tonight. So I'm obviously originally from there. Going to see family, doing some shows, tying up some loose ends, as they say. So it's exciting.
Are you murdering a dude?
Sometimes you
You probably shouldn't mention, you probably shouldn't admit to crimes on the internet. So, yeah.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, did you see The Irishman?
I did.
I loved it. I fucking thought it was phenomenal. I can't believe people complaining about CGI. I can't believe people don't look at Joe Pesci and say, this motherfucker came back and he just from the dead and brought it. Like,
Oh, it was great. It was great. It was also awesome to see Pesci not being a psychopath.
yes. Dude, he played this role beautifully. And I watched it 3 times just because I'm sure I missed shit, right? Because it's 3.5. So you're walking in and out of the room, you're smoking a joint, you're doing whatever you're doing.
See, I wish I had actually, if it's still in the theaters, I may go see it in theaters because that way I'll be fucking uninterrupted.
That's the thing. I was going to see it when it fucking came out. And I'm like, my fucking comedian brain took over. You could watch it on Netflix. And then I fucking ended up watching it on Netflix 3 fucking times. And now I don't know if I could watch it in the theater. Because it's just, I've seen it so many fucking times. But I loved it. People said De Niro was CGI. Who cares? Respect these men for the fucking brilliant work they do.
Oh, I enjoyed the hell of it. Though it was weird to see them make De Niro young, but not look like young De Niro.
Sure, when he had his fucking arm stiff and he's almost having a fucking stroke and kicking a guy. Yeah, that was a horrible scene. But still, we all got the point, right?
No, we got the point, and the acting was still great. It was just really funny. It's like, we all know what young De Niro looks like. Hell, we know what De Niro in the 90s looked like.
Exactly. We all know. So people are just so especially millennials. Oh my God, it's not fucking De Niro. Well, I'm sure that was never said.
They're like, probably, who? Juice WRLD, rest in peace.
Dude, they have so many. Harvey Keitel, it was just brilliant. And Scorsese never loses, So I loved it. And then going back to New York, I'm actually, just a few of my friends in New York are like, no, it wasn't that great. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
What was their problem with it?
Again, the CGI. People are like, well, CGI, and, it was too long was a big one, which is fine. It was long. But in the end of the day, it's 3.5. And when you tell people it's 3.5, they're excited about it. That makes them even happier. It made me happy to know it was going to be that long. There's those are the complaints. So
fuck their complaints.
Yeah.
I saw a good meme that says, if you want to watch it as a miniseries, the point's to break it up.
Yeah.
So go do that
do that if you fucking want to. Come on. But Philly also. So I'm from New York, born in Flushing, Queens originally, but when you get in New York, When you start making money, my dad was a computer programmer, actually worked at the World Trade Center for many years, lost his job after 9/11. But anyway, when you
At
start
least he
making...
only lost his job.
he wasn't in there in the plane. No, he lost his job.
You're the wrong kind of brown to be in the plane. Come on.
They're like, wait, what was your father doing? No, so anyway, like, when you start making money, you move into the suburbs. So when I was around 9 years old, we moved into the suburbs. Eventually, we moved down south, eventually making our way down to Jersey. So I know the Philly area very well. And that was great because Philadelphia, the mobster scene is alive. It's like Chicago. The connections go from Chicago to Jersey to Chicago to New York to Philadelphia. It's a fucking beautiful triangle,
Yeah. I mean,
or Pentagon, whatever the fuck it is, that the square.
We're not into geometry on this show. Come on. You want me to do math and figure out?
It's funny, people from Philly, New York, it's funny, like Chicago people are kind of a combination of all three of these types of people. It's a weird thing, but they're very related, all those people in my eyes. So yeah, going back to New York, New Jersey, visiting, making my rounds, which will be nice, Can't say I'm going to be happy about the weed quality out there, because out here, forget it. We're spoiled, man.
Oh, I know. I have a friend who's from the East Coast who made a living out here just shipping California weed back to the East Coast.
And just funny thing is, there's a lot of people still doing shit like that. It's insane. It's fucking insane, bro. The amount, all the weed out there is still from out here. They just don't give them the good shit. They send them the second tier shit, which is fucking,
and charge above first tier prices.
The arm and a leg. But now New York is actually good about. It's Chicago's legal now, right?
Yeah, Chicago's legal.
Chicago's legal now, so New York is decriminalized, which is, I think, better than legal, because it means that you're still paying good price. Because out here, the taxes are insane.
Yeah, like 30%.
They're 30%, and they're basically the state was unhappy with the amount of money that came in, so all these dispensaries are going down. The last few days, last few weeks, a lot have been shut down. So we're in that mode right now, which is. It sucks for the consumer.
Well, that's the stupid part about it being 100% cash business. Like, oh yeah, we're paying our taxes.
Exactly, bro.
Hey, if you let them take credit cards, no one's going to pay cash for it, and then you could track it all.
A lot of them are taking cards now.
Really?
A lot of them. Oh yeah.
I wonder who they're banking with.
So now the banks are starting to get in. So literally just did a delivery yesterday. Got some CBD for my trip back home, and they took my credit card. Right on the phone, and it has obviously there's a little THC in some of the CBD as well. So, I had to say that's what sucked, is I can only travel with pure CBD, right?
Well, you can definitely travel. LAX doesn't care what you do.
Oh, LAX doesn't care. It's just that wherever cities you're going to, you just gotta be careful about the local laws there.
You have to be careful not to get caught.
It's so funny, but every fucking comic I know travels with fucking pot.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are, listen to this. So this fucking comic, I know, I'm not going to say their name. At the airport, they found herb on him. They're like, well, look, he had cartridges, but he had flour. And they're like, we can hold this for you, and you can come pick it back up. This is in Seattle. So he's like, oh, I can come pick it back up. But that's how cool Seattle is. So you can come pick it back up. But literally, travels all the time with no issue. But apparently that time he had some flour, and they said, we could check it in for you, and then when you fly back into town, you can have, or whoever it is can pick it up.
There is no chance that was going to be there when they got back.
Oh, fuck no. Have you ever seen those TSA agents, bro? Those
motherfuckers need it. They need it.
Oh my God, wouldn't that solve fucking world problems?
It might cause a couple others when they're too giggling to notice the fucking gun going through. I mean, they already missed them as is.
Take 5 milligrams, have a little tiny hit. You'll be happier, and you'll do your job. You'll be a little more you'll be a little more paranoid. So you might do your job better.
Just gotta give them a lot of sativa.
A lot of sativa, and they're like, they can see your thoughts.
Dude, that guy's sweating. I bet he's got a bomb on him. So many cavity searches.
Oh my God.
And the other TSA agent is just giggling. Like, look at that guy's butthole.
That's what I always wonder, when you go through that x-ray machine, what do they see?
Well, in theory, someone in another room sees all of you.
Yes.
And then they let the person here know that if you're good or not. So that's why I give it a little tug before I go through.
Yeah, you get a little rev up.
Yeah, just gotta, make sure I'm not completely flaccid. Like, don't want to be full wood. That might be suspicious.
Well, if you're full wood going through it, we can get more radiation on your wood. That's the question.
Well, will that give it superpowers?
There we go.
Hey, motherfucker's the Incredible Hulk now.
Motherfucker left here green. What the fuck's going on?
Hulk fuck?
Imagine your cock is green in the morning. You're like, oh, shit.
And just throbbing angry. Sorry, girl. You wouldn't like it when it's angry.
Nope. She might love it when it's angry.
Yeah. I don't know. You have to like slap a condom on, like a colored condom on it, so no clue.
Well, you got to put like the red one on so your cock is blue, or whatever.
Just the black one.
Just a straight black.
Yeah.
The BBC, baby. That's right.
Everyone loves that. Everyone loves the BBC.
Oh, we all do. Men, women, who gives a fuck? Here's the thing. It's like, for me, I'm a brown guy, so I can go brown, I can go black, I can go white. I just can't go Asian. I can't go any other. I can go Spanish. I can't go the races that I'm completely different than. It has to be some type of closeness to us. And the Asians are a little bit smaller on there, but I've actually seen an Asian guy with a monster cock on there.
Oh, I mean, it's on average. I believe Asians are smaller than the rest of the world, but that's on average. There's definitely guys that are going to be above
There's
average.
some monster cocks out there that are Asian.
Exactly. Your skin tone doesn't determine your dick tone.
This fucking top.
Well, so I talked about hulking up my dick, and I think that's how the train went that way.
Yeah, we trains all the way in motherfucking NorCal.
What? I didn't think I was going to come on the show and just start talking about dick.
Yeah, right? I'm like, I love cock.
Hey, we all got here because of a cock. Every last one of us.
That's true. We did get here because of someone's semen. Yes, absolutely.
And most likely our parents were raw dogging.
Yeah. Well, my parents are arranged, man. Arranged marriage. So it's funny. I was born November 14th. Okay. My parents were married. A year later, I was born. So I was conceived February 14th, if you look at the math. And as Indians, we're looking at the math. So my parents were arranged. My name means love. I was conceived on Valentine's Day. This shit don't make any sense.
I didn't know Raagz means love.
Oh, yes. You're on the Raagz. It's the period, man. It's the love.
The love juice. So on Valentine's Day, the first year of their arranged marriage.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
So
Flushing Queens. Boom.
Did they want to have you have an arranged marriage too, or they?
I mean, come on. No, they knew. See, I was not your typical Indian growing up, so they realized that was out the door. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, they knew I was a rebel growing up. I was a kind of kid that they hoped would just stay out of prison. They put it that way, and basically, no, they didn't expect it. After a while, I had my first girlfriend. Years ago, they thought I was going to marry her, but they never put any pressure on me to be arranged. What's funny is they've recently fucking put me pressure on me to be arranged because I'm not married yet. They're like, Anu, you should marry your aunt knows someone. And I find that it's my second cousin. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's a little weird.
That's so weird. I'm like, all right, what, are you guys out of your mind? Are we that desperate?
There's got to be other Indians. There's a lot of Indians out there.
There's a billion of them. And now you want to bring in a second cousin. And there's no blood relation. But
I mean, is she hot?
Huh?
Is she hot?
That's the thing, man. She told me she's models. I was like, that's a little, but I can't do it.
I don't know. I'd see a picture before you.
There's no blood relation. So it's second cousin.
Right. It's a marriage.
Which, and I guess second out here is called, wait, what is second cousin for you guys?
So a second cousin would
it's cousin
be
of a cousin, right?
Cousin of a cousin.
Yeah.
So it could be through marriage. There's no blood.
Yeah, there's no blood.
There could be some semen.
Blood and semen. Perfect mix.
If you're into that. Yes. Could be a perfect mix. I mean, I would at least see the picture and be like, okay, yeah, second cousin's hot.
So that's the thing. My uncle mentioned it again the other day to me. He actually visited me. He was visiting over here. He had some business to do. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck, maybe I should take a look. But I didn't. You know why? It's just never going to work. One thing I worry about is I'm too Americanized to marry someone. I think she's a little bit fresh off the boat type. So, bro, I mean, that's tough. There's once the documents are signed and you're officially married, they want you to do certain way. And obviously, I'm out most nights. I have a lifestyle of enjoying life. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, that's a PC way to put it.
Yeah. So I mean, look, most Indian people don't agree with smoking marijuana, and I'm actually transferred to eating it a lot now, right? Which it's very easy to get away with that, right? Because there's no smell. You eat it as long as you're functional. You know, like I'm on the edible right now, right? So it's easy to get away with, but not so accepted, right? So I have to be very careful because also it's an edible, right? So if you keep it in a place where it can be found, people can't control themselves, and if they're compulsive, they might fucking just eat it, you know?
End up with some fucking 100 milligrams just on their ass.
Has that ever happened to you where you accidentally ate an edible?
Oh, yeah. It happened on air. All right, I've told this story to the audience before, but Chris Cope did the show a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And me and Chris were sitting down on the balcony like you and I were before the show started. And he breaks out these tin of chocolate-covered espresso beans.
Ooh.
It's like, oh, you want one? I'm like, yeah, I could use some caffeine before we get on there.
Right? Those Tetras or whatever the fuck they're?
Sure.
I love those, though.
I downed the motherfucker like, yeah, caffeine.
How many did you take?
1 or 2.
Was there? They could be like 5 milligrams or 10. Or
I have
2.
no tolerance.
Yeah.
I have no fucking... I can drink all day. You give me a little bit of THC, I am on my ass.
And so you were like, whap.
About an hour into the show, see that lamp behind you?
Yeah.
Like Chris is talking, I'm just staring at the lamp. Just like, yeah. Yeah. He's like, you okay, man? I'm like, no. He's like, you know those beans were medicated, right? I'm like, no, I did not. No, I did not.
So at that point, it finally hits you.
It hit me pretty fucking hard. He's like, oh, man, they're like 5 milligrams. You're fine. You're just drunk. I'm like, I know drunk. Me and drunk were tight. This is not drunk.
Yeah. Especially the mix. And you were drinking before that.
Drinking before, after, during.
So you're like, bam, that mix is tough. I mean, if you don't smoke, you don't eat, it's like, what the fuck? You're done.
Yeah, last time I did an edible was in Colombia last year, and it put me on my ass,
Colombia, South America.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm just thinking, obviously, people had to smuggle it there, so that's why it was an edible in Colombia.
I did not smuggle it.
And someone brought the brownies in their ass. You just ate them.
It was a gummy ring.
I'm just kidding.
It was like a gummy ring. It's perfect butthole size.
It became a ring.
My buddy's like, I test drove this in the States. They're fine.
So you're in Colombia. You're doing that's awesome. What, are you going down their bachelor party?
No, just for the fuck of it.
Just enjoying Colombia. Beautiful architecture over there.
Beautiful Spanish architecture.
I've heard. I haven't been.
Beautiful women.
Amazing women, right? So you go down there, you eat an edible, which is weird because you don't usually eat edibles, and you're eating them there where you're probably going to go out and be social at some point.
No, I didn't make it off the couch that night. Lost a whole fucking night down there.
Ooh, that's tough. How many nights were you there for total?
10.
All right, so 10%.
I mean, it sucked, but...
You know what? Maybe you end up doing blow, fucking a hooker, and then you get a girl pregnant. So maybe it saved you.
Well, who said I didn't do that on another night?
He's like, that happened 3 nights, bro.
They're 10. I'm not dead. Come on.
See, it happens a lot down there.
Oh, prostitution's legal.
What else? But it happens a lot is people end up in relationships. They end up with children. It's just like, bam, like you go down there, you go on vacation, you end up with a family. It's beautiful.
Oh, that girl was definitely trying to wife.
Oh, they love it. Well, they're saleswomen.
Oh, yeah. I still have her in my WhatsApp.
She's like, I'll rub your feet. I'll make you breakfast. You're like, damn.
Well, you live in abject poverty. So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing. I was actually considering that. Why not go to a foreign country to find your fucking woman?
You just said you didn't want one fresh off the boat.
No, this is different. Her visa's in my hands now. That visa's not in my hands. This girl's already able to come back and forth. This would be a power play.
Okay, so you're just like...
But the whole thing is, I think that they're more submissive in some of these cultures. And my second cousin, is fucking everything is. I'm gonna have to be on my best behavior. Put it that way.
And family reunions will get super weird if it falls apart.
Oh fuck yeah, it'll get so weird. And then my aunt and my uncle will be like, "You fucked over our niece, and you're an asshole." Right? But with them going to Colombia, meeting a chick, bringing her over here, these relationships work. There's some fucking reality show called 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh my God.
And I've seen, and I watched it. This chick made me watch it, right? Because of course I wasn't going to just naturally put that on. And I'm watching it, and now I'm getting research. Meanwhile, I'm with this chick, and I'm telling her, I'm like, this is a great idea. Like, you can go to Philippines, you can go to Colombia, get a beautiful woman, and she's going to cook for you. She's going to clean for you. She's going to fucking treat you better than a lot of American women will. Right? I mean, I guess we're wrong to say these days that we'd like to have a woman cook for us. Is that wrong to say?
I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you want.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. If as long as she's happy with it and it's a consensual relationship, it doesn't matter as long as you're both happy in the situation.
That's what I'm saying. So if I want to have a wife, and again, you have to take care of them, though. Be very clear. They're probably not going to work for a while. It's going to take a while for them to be qualified for a position in the United States and so forth. But I think, it might last. Because listen, I'm 42. Nothing's lasted.
Hey, I'm not far behind you. I'm 38. My most successful relationship was with someone almost half my age. So.
Wow. When was this?
Well, she was 10 years younger, but it was years ago.
Half my age. You can't say that.
Well, no, that was the best part about that was the best part of turning 36 is then I could legally
say half your age.
Like there was after 25, that was the only birthday I was looking forward to. It was like 36. I could legally bang 18-year-olds. Yeah.
So this happened.
No, like she was 18. I was 28.
So that's not even that far apart. It is 10 years, but
it is 10 years at a very weird point for both
men
of us.
usually just start maturing by 25 to 28.
Oh, I'm still not mature.
Yeah, exactly. We're both the same boat. So you're saying she was probably more mature. They're all females usually are. And so you're talking about you were probably only a few years apart mentally.
She's probably still more mature than I am.
She's Mormon.
Probably. No, more mature, not Mormon. Oh,
I'm like, Mormon.
No.
I'm like, I'm surprised you're not married, bro.
No. She's probably more mature.
Where did you meet her?
Chicago. This is back in Chicago.
Oh, and then how long did that last?
6 months. That's my world record.
That's about right. That's funny.
Hey, what can I say? I am a difficult person to date.
Well, you work in an industry where maybe a lot of women won't be okay with.
Well, and this is before that.
Oh, this is before that. Yeah. Well, nowadays I'm saying.
Oh, nowadays.
What do you do?
That's why I say on all my dating apps, I'm a red flag wholesaler.
There we go.
Like, if you're swiping right, you might as well the podcast is prevalent there. My Instagram's there. You might as well know what you're signing up for.
Clear. Well, that's good. You're upfront. This is what I do. So you have to understand, I'm surrounded by beautiful women who have sex for a living constantly. Yeah, I'm alone with them. There's a lot that.
Well, I have to explain I'm around a lot of comedians.
Well, that is even worse, right? I mean, forget it. You might end up fucking who knows what. But that's the weird thing about being with a comedian. We come in so many different sizes, shapes, and forms. Like, you could go with a comic and you end up fucking, I don't know, doing drugs with a comic, or you end up, I don't know. I don't even think it's that weird, actually, if I think about it.
I was just being funny. Just being an ass. No, I'm around a lot of people with a lot of interesting lifestyles.
Yes.
If you were looking to settle down and have 2.5 children and a white picket fence, this is not the guy.
No, that's not going to happen, right?
No.
Do you plan on ever getting married?
Oh, married, sure.
What age you thinking? What's your timeline?
Next time I black out drunk with the right person. I mean, that's how it almost happened last time.
Yeah. It's very easy. I've never gotten a woman pregnant blackout drunk. Thank God. That would be so scary, bro. And a lot of people have done that.
I'm fairly sure I shoot blanks. I've never even had a scare.
Oh, dude, it's a JMO.
It's something. I'm thankful about it. Like, I don't want kids ever.
No, I don't think I want children. Now, I'm not going to say I don't want them because you never know what will happen in life, right? And then I don't want to be held accountable for that statement. But I don't think I am. I'm not going to, you know what? Do I want to bring kids in this fucking world?
Hell no.
So much shit going on, too much.
Do you think being a person of color would make it more difficult in that decision? Like bringing up.
I think being Indian, like people fucking, it might be a little easier.
Okay.
It's weird. It depends on the situation, right? Walking down the street might be hard, right? When you're in school and they announce your name, oh, he's Indian, so he's probably smart. So they might give him some fucking slack, right? And then he might think, okay, well, he's Indian, I want to choose him to be on the debate team. Whatever, I don't know in what situation.
Well, the problem is when they expect you to be smart, they hold you to a higher standard.
That's another thing. So I was the dumb motherfucker. I was the dumb Indian. You know how hard that is, man, being the dumb Indian? Dude, it was horrible.
What the fuck happened?
I was still smarter than a lot of the white people.
Hey, so there's been a lot of inbreeding with white people.
Yes. Being the dumb Indian, let me put it this way. I was still smart. So I was in a gifted and talented program in my high school. which is the top 30 students out of 400 something students, right? But I was number 30. So in that class, I felt dumb every fucking day. And there was a bunch of Indian, Asians, some whites. Literally, my self-confidence was shot. Let me put it this way. I graduated from fucking DeVry University, okay? I originally had a scholarship to University of Maryland, but my confidence was so bad, dude. Oh, it was awful. Yeah, I was pretty fucking stupid compared to them, but I was smart compared to the others. So it's a weird position to be in, you know?
And you probably were still alienated for being in the smart classes, even if you were the dumb kid in the smart classes.
Yeah, so the nerds are like, you're so stupid. Who doesn't know the theory of relativity by the age of 12, you know? And meanwhile, the cool kids are like, you're fucking Indian. I was fat growing up, chubby. I had buck teeth, big ears. So I was a mess, you know, buck teeth and glasses, thick glasses, dude. I was a quadruple fucking threat. It was I was tough. I mean, you know, I'm 42, so growing up in the 80s as an Indian, oh, dude, dude, smelly, dirty, fucking piece of shit Indian was my name, you know, literally everything. And then on top of that, I didn't even get the good part about being Indian. I wasn't as smart as all these other fucking Indians. So yeah, it was a struggle, man. It was a struggle. This is why you see this right here.
Hey, trauma breeds comedy.
Trauma, but you know what? That's the thing. Is like I went through. So when I was like little, my brother in front of me almost got kidnapped. I saved my brother from getting kidnapped.
What the fuck happened?
My uncle owned a bodega in Astoria, fucking Queens. We used to hang out there, right? You know, Indians. We all hang out at the bodega. Like I said to you, like dumb Indians, they exist. You ever go to 7-Eleven?
Maybe once or twice in my life.
Either this motherfucker owns a place or he's a dumb Indian, right? There's only one of two explanations. So basically, we were at my uncle's bodega. By the way, my uncle picked the best name for a bodega in Astoria, Queens. This is maybe when I was 11 or 12 years old. The name of the bodega was 7 days a week. This is what this motherfucker named the bodega. And again, Indian people aren't so good for coming up with names. But anyway, my aunt is working that day. It's me and my brother in there. I have twin brothers, but one of my brothers wasn't in there. It was just me and him. And, thank you. And basically, what happened was some guy comes in. It was Colombian area, right? These Colombians were they were very, very clear about what businesses they ran. Literally, the drug bust would happen. And the next day, they'd be on the block with signs, business as usual. No giving a fuck. Anyway, guy comes in. I don't know if he was actually Colombian. Look Colombian. Grab my fucking brother. And we were in shock. I grabbed my brother. He tried to go with him. My aunt grabs me. So now we're having a tug of fucking war. Thank God I was a fat kid, because this motherfucker didn't get away with my brother. Dude, saved my brother's life. And I always rubbed that shit in his fucking face. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you know, I went through some fucked up shit. I was in a lot of fights as a kid because I was bullied, you know, and being dumb, you know, you gotta use these.
Gotta use them hands.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
So, is your brother going to pay for your first comedy special? He owe you that much?
He'll buy an album.
Oh, he's not a successful Indian either, huh?
You know, my brothers would do anything for me. That's a good thing. We have a very tight family.
Obviously, they're trying to get you to marry a second cousin.
You know, they're like, do it, keep it in the family, do anything you can. No, but yeah, I think he would, you know, I think they would give me a down payment on a special at the least. You know, Indians, we do the math. We'll figure it out.
What kind of return am I going to get on this?
Exactly. The ROI. It's a big conversation for Indian. What do you have to think? What is the money?
So when did you eventually come out of your shell?
So I came out of, I started rebelling when I was 13. It's funny. I actually, I sold weed in high school. So that's how I became cool. So I was being bullied one day, and I'm like, how do I get out of this? And I thought about it. I go, you know what? And I started self-medicating. I started smoking marijuana. I have horrible ADD. So it helped with that. And then I realized these kids are assholes, right? They have problems going on themselves. Get them some fucking weed. So I started distributing marijuana in high school. And guess what? I became the cool dude. They're like, it was pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like it was a natural step. That's just the way it happened. And I got caught. I got arrested as a kid for selling pot. And again, I learned my lesson, right? But it's so funny. It's
that lesson, don't get caught.
don't move to California. That was the lesson. But yeah, I was. So again, and the funny thing is I came out of my shell at that point, right? Going from being like the most unpopular kid, not having a place to sit at lunch, to being like the man around town, right? Being the guy everybody fucking knew he had the weed. So for me, that was the reason I did it. And then again, after that, I'm like, oh, being like the Indian kid in my town that got caught for selling weed. And my parents went through hell, bro. Oh, yeah. So from there on, I learned my lesson that, I got to go the straight and narrow, which is why I became a comedian.
Like, I'll just talk about horrible things. I won't actually do them.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. But I, again, we've all had run-ins with the law in our lives, right? This is the way life works. That wasn't the only time that I've gotten in trouble, of course. But I would say happily, which I think is a great statistic, I have not been arrested for almost 19 years. Look at that. See, people can change, man. People can change. I became an upstanding citizen.
Or you became a better criminal. It's one or the other.
I think they run hand in hand.
Hey, really good criminals get elected to office.
Well, look at that. Our best politicians are former criminals.
One of my friends said something that I think is very fucking wise. Behind every great fortune, there is a great crime.
Yes. Look at the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, the Bushes, these are the families. They keep the money in the family. They keep the power in the family. Hey,
But it all started with some dirt.
It all started with that. It started with this baby.
Well, and how many, next generations of Kennedys are going to be from the marijuana prohibition?
Yes, exactly. So now it's so funny. It's like so many fucking people. Indians are like, I can't believe you sell weed. Now they're like, how much can I invest? This is what it's become. Now you're an entrepreneur. Now you're an amazing person. You're thinking ahead. Before I was just a dirtbag. I was trying to fucking help people, But yeah, that's just the way it is now. Everybody wants to get in the weed business. Everybody, So how many people do you know in the weed business?
I know a few.
Yeah, and you don't smoke weed, right? So it's like...
Hell, at one point, I wanted to get in the weed business. But I wanted to get in the weed business at a different angle.
Yeah, they got fucking weed that's lube. Are any of the adult stars using that?
I'm sure they are.
It's fucking awesome, dude. I haven't used it yet, but this is fantastic,
It was like CBD lube.
No, there's straight THC and CBD lube. Heavy, yeah.
I don't want to fall asleep inside someone.
Oh, that's the thing. If you fall asleep inside someone, better chance of her coming. You last longer.
Yeah, and then
if you go soft quick, you're right.
I don't know. The idea of me just being asleep on top of her, it might kill the mood.
That might be a Me Too movement. A moment.
No. I'm very big on consent. She consented to me falling asleep on top of her. She would have get off me as I was going on. I'm gonna.
She had to roll you over. There we go.
I'm not into women that are big enough to roll me over.
Well, we've all been with a couple big women. No, never?
Always. Not always, but yes, I've been with...
Everybody has that moment, yeah.
Hey, definitely.
What about when you see like a bigger chick and she's really pretty?
Oh, yeah, beauty's in the face.
Beauty's in the face, baby. Yeah. It's, do you ever think like, you know what? I'd give her a shot if, maybe get on a workout plan?
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to commit that long.
You're like, bro, that's 3 years. Not happening.
Whoa, that's way out of my timeline. Way out of my timeline. Are we doing this tonight, both of us fat and sweaty, or not?
You're not fat. You're chubby.
Oh, I'm fat.
I try to make that clear. No, I think you're chubby. How tall are you?
5'10".
5'10". How much you weigh?
According to my scale, today, 260.
260. Okay, you don't look 260.
UFC heavyweight, baby.
you hold it. You just got that muscle too, I guess. I'm 6 foot and I'm like 200. So I thought you were like a couple pounds more than maybe my weight. I thought.
My scale could be broken too.
That's what I tell myself every day.
Like something happened last week where I fucked my back up. Like I just woke up like, oh, I can't stand.
Oh, that's 38.
Yep, it's falling apart.
Yeah,
bad lifestyle, falling apart, and
yeah,
I work for a chiropractor doing his production, so I get treatment out of it.
Oh, you lucky bastard, man.
So I'm in there the other day, like, doc, my back's fucked. Like, he's tinkering me. He's like, I'm sure the extra weight is not helping. It's like, do you want to weigh yourself? I'm like, not really.
That was a solution.
Well, like, do you want to know how it? I'm like, no, ignorance is bliss, dog.
So is this guy really good at what he does?
Oh, he is. He is.
So did he fix your shit?
Still working on it.
He's like, this is a little bit of a long-term process, so let's take our time.
Yeah, this is not an easy overnight fix.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck I did to myself. Like, literally a week ago, I'm sitting here editing. All of a sudden, like, I get shooting pain in my back and like tingling in my legs. I'm like, oh, that's not good. I go stand up from the chair, like, I can't stand up.
I've had that. Oh, bro, it's the worst. I have a bad lower back arthritis in my lower back. I have some shit in my neck. Oh, forget it. Here's the thing. It's gonna happen, and it runs in my family. We're tall Indians. You're not supposed to be that tall. You know what I'm saying? So now we're fucked. Yeah. So that's
You got too much nutrition.
We got those American meals.
Yeah. This whole like, someone should have explained in my 20s, like, hey, do everything you want to do now because you're gonna fall apart in about 10 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
When they say this is the best time of your life, they should explain, like, no, you're just going to be a constant pain later.
Yeah, this is the last time you'll be mobile fully,
Like, you'll wake up pain-free, no hangovers.
Bro, I can't see anymore in the dark. And I have to get reading glasses. Bro, I fucking masturbated to porn with reading glasses. I'm not joking.
Were they hanging off your nose like all like this? Like,
and then I saw a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh, God.
doing one of these, like...
Exactly, bro. Because you know how it is. I had my contacts in. So with my contacts, they're for far, seeing shit far. So I had my iPad. I log on to, whatever it is. What's those boys that drive around?
The Bang Bus?
The Bang Bus, right? I log on to the Bang Bus. And I'm like, with my contacts, I'm like, well, I got to do something out there. So I can't take my contacts. Had to put the reading glasses on.
Why? You wanted to read the subtitles of what was going on?
No, I can't see shit close to me. So I had, here's the thing. You want to see it in good detail, no?
Well, certainly.
I want to see the pussy nicely, right? I want to make sure it looks good. So that's just the important thing.
You don't want to blur your pussy?
I just thought to myself, I'm like, was it smart you said that? I'm like, no, but every guy looks at fucking porn, right? Come on. I don't care who you are.
There's a reason Pornhub is the number one website on the internet.
Yes. Bro, I think Pornhub's going to be bigger than YouTube.
It is. It is already.
It is already.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I just don't like when they recommend me shit that I would never watch. I'm like, come on, machine learning. Come on, AI. Let's get it fucking, come on.
Maybe they're just trying to tell you something.
Oh, they're trying to get me involved with some shit.
Like, you don't know you like this yet.
They're like, wait 5 years, bud. We're just ahead of the curve right now.
Right. We know you better than you know you.
See, that might be the case. What, for you, what is the best porn for you? Because you're an expert, so I'd like to hear that.
I'm an expert. Jesus. Oh, hey, Mom, I made it. I'm a porn expert.
But you are an expert. You're
I know.
Subject matter expert.
It's still weird when you put it that way. Like, when, go to my class reunion. So what are you? I'm a pornography expert. Oh, we saw this all coming in high school.
They're like, bro, we heard the show.
Yeah.
We saw the show.
I watch a lot of European shit because it's a weird hang up. Like, I don't want to masturbate to people I know in real life.
So for you, that's the thing. It also now has become part of your life. So you don't want to masturbate to your coworkers,
friends, unless I've been inside them in real life. If I've been inside them in real life,
that is fucking fair game.
Right.
That's fair game.
Apparently Amazon's here.
Wow. That's what Amazon does. Yes.
That was aggressive.
They're very clear that the holiday gifts have arrived.
They'll leave it out there.
That's
whatever.
The nicest way to say it. Thanks, Bezos. What the fuck? Hey, see, Bezos, you need to come on. Look at that.
I was just talking about my masturbation habits. The doorbell rang.
Right. But that's not the way.
That's how a porn starts.
Yeah. That's how you gotta hit the clit right there.
I should have seen it. The Amazon delivery person was hot. They're like, DTF?
See, that's rude though, right? Amazon should not deliver shit like that, right? You should just hit it once. Anyway, going back to European porn, I'm intrigued now. What is up with this European porn? Because I've seen the German porn. It's a little too much. They go a little bit too deep.
Oh, so all the German girls are really hot.
So they are very hot, but I'm just saying, like, they're a lot into the, S&M type of shit and this and that. Definitely some of the German girls are beautiful. So what for you? Like, give me the European breakdown of, is it amateur? Or is it, no, it's
No, I like some production value.
You like the production value. For you, that's obviously.
What's super weird is, like, since I've gotten into editing, though, I'm actually watching the cuts of the porn. Like,
You're watching the trailer, it makes it smooth.
Well, it's like, they did a film dissolve there. Okay.
You're like, are you kidding me? This is the way they started this with a black end?
Like, Star Wipe? Really? Nah, no one uses Star Wipe.
So now you're paying attention to that. That's hilarious.
I mean, that's generally after I nut, but
well, of course.
Yeah, like, I blow, like, okay, the head's clear. Oh, how are they editing this?
I gotta send fucking Final Cut over there. Fucking European fucking director.
I'm just thinking, like, I could get some side hustle.
Yeah, right. You're like, well, you know what? I should undercut this guy.
Right. I'm gonna edit that shit. I can do that.
So is it always your go-to is European porn?
I mean, for the most part, pretty much. I know a lot of people, so it's weird. Just, could you, like, even if you have a hot coworker, like a coworker you're sexually attracted to, it'd be kind of odd to jerk off to them, right?
It is kind of odd, but I've done it.
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
You know what? Here's the thing: it's like, you see someone that you think is beautiful. Here's the thing: I don't date comics, but come on, you got to be able to at least fucking rub one out to one, you know?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying I'm not trying to fuck in real life.
Yeah. So you okay? Gotcha.
Like, if a hookup happens. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'll jerk off to you.
I wouldn't hook up with a comic. I wouldn't. It's just too much. Look, we already deal with enough fucking bullshit, stress. It's a tough lifestyle. Why bring that home?
Well, there's a difference between hooking up with a comic and hooking up with a porn star.
Yes, way different, right?
Well,
yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't know what a comic's sexual hangups are, how they view sex.
You know everything about a porn star's sexual.
Not necessarily. I mean, they're acting, but this is still someone who, for the most part, can have sex with no emotional attachment.
Okay. So that's very valid. Yeah.
So her and I could hook up, and this means nothing except we got off, had a good time.
Yeah. So you know that to you stands out. And you're like, well, this could work.
Well, it's a discussion depending on where it is.
Have you banged porn stars? I'm sure you have, but how many?
I have. A few. I mean, I've had sex with some performers.
Thousands. Will Chamberlain numbers?
No. Shit.
I mean, at the AVN, geez. Is that now? Let me ask you this: as a civilian, that's outside of the porn business, is it normal for a guy like me to go to the AVNs and try to get laid, or no, or that does not exist?
I mean, it could happen. You got to remember, all these performers are actually people.
Of course. Well, that's what I mean. Meeting a chick.
If you're going there and, like, it starts off as a performer-fan dynamic, your likelihood is next to none.
Of course, I figured that. I mean, like, I'm saying go in and be like, meet people and, like, I'm not going up to the person that I'm obsessed with and be like, hey, can we go have a drink? No, like, I'm like,
right. But if you're meeting them on the show floor,
yeah,
and you're not actively working in the industry, it's automatically still a fan-performer dynamic.
Performer relationship.
Yeah, like,
who are these girls banging? Who are they going dating? I'm like, I actually met a couple, but I want it for the most part, as far as majority, like percentage wise, are they just going out to meet regular guys?
I mean, it really depends on there is no hard and fast rule.
Yeah.
Like, I know performers who date musicians. I know performers who just date civilians. I know performers that are married.
Yeah. One of my ex coworkers for my day job, he married a porn star. So when he didn't tell me she was, one of our coworkers figured it out. But so for me, she was like obviously the most nicest person in the world. And in the end of the day, like, they have a beautiful child now, right? So it worked out, and I always wondered how they met. So
probably at a bar.
Yeah, but it wasn't through like, hey, I saw your video.
They're all normal people. The biggest hang up for them is they meet dudes who say that they're cool with the job,
and then they're not. Yeah.
Or they're like, Captain Save a Ho, like, oh, I'm going to take you away from this life.
Captain Save a Ho. I'm Captain Save a Ho.
There's a lot of them out there.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it happens with women that are prostitutes, right? a guy and a girl, he orders a woman, and then they fucking somehow fall in love, right? And fucking goddamn Pretty Woman.
You know the original like version of that is really dark.
Oh, it has to be, right?
It was not a rom-com in the original draft.
I think I've heard that. It's funny. I gotta watch that. Maybe I'll watch that tonight.
You know, it really varies performer to performer.
Would you marry a porn star?
If there's a connection, sure.
Yeah. I mean, would you be okay with her being in the business?
And I date performers, so sure.
For you, that's fine, right?
Yeah. I mean, let me put
That's
it this
just
way.
work. Like they're acting.
It's just work. Now,
There's actresses that are...
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you be upset if your significant other went and got a massage?
No.
Really hot dude gave her a fucking full body massage.
I have to trust my significant other, right? It has to be a thing where it's healthy to flirt, right? So to keep it interesting, we have to fucking enjoy ourselves in life.
So what's the difference between her getting a hot massage or getting railed?
A tiny bit. No, you're right. It's someone else is still all over them, right?
Right. It's still someone else providing them with physical gratification.
Yeah. No, you're right. I understand that. Now, the only thing that could worry me is like, look, what if fucking 12 inches is coming in and ruining my vag?
So are you saying the vag is ruined after it pumps out a kid?
No, but there's definitely instances where it's affected it for sure. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've definitely dated women that have had children, and you could tell.
Well, then they had a bad surgeon. It's got to have the daddy stitch.
They got to get the Kegels, bro.
Right.
Kegels.
But at the end of the day, no. Look, you're never good. I will bet money. I will bet a lot of money right now that you have fucked someone who has had a dick inside her that is bigger than yours, and you did not know.
100%. Yeah. 1,000%. I'm not 12 inches. I'm actually 6.9748. I know my dick size.
It's still above average.
I'm above average, thank God. It's a good thing. So it's a weird thing is because I got like a little big dick. Because it's thicker, but it's still not those monsters, right?
But that's the thing.
It's longer than normal, but...
That's the thing. No one wants those monsters in real life.
That's right. I've never had a issue with that, which I'm thankful because, us Indians aren't known for that. You
guys are known for the Kama Sutra.
Yeah, but you look at the Kama Sutra, you're looking at the guy like, yo, your cock is not... It's not all there.
Well, exactly. He made up fucking crazy moves to make up for it. He wrote a whole book of like, my dick's not that big, but I slang it like a champ.
That's right, baby. Swinging it, throwing it. He had to hurl it in there, bro.
He's just like, I may not have a big dick, but this whole book is big dick energy.
That's the thing. Every guy lies about their cock size. So I talk about it on stage, right? This is what it is. You have to be clear about it. But cocks also shouldn't be measured by length. It should be a formula. It should be a diameter, right? Because width and length are important here, right? And width is always ignored. Width is the younger brother that fucking no one pays attention to.
Well, because people don't know how to do the math of circumference.
Circumference and diameter are new concepts for uneducated people.
This is America, dog. People ain't very smart here.
That's true.
Like, whoa. Your advanced math classes over there.
Right, bro, you want to do X times Y? Like, come on, dude.
Come on. I can put a ruler next to it and get the length. There's an actual formula that goes in to get the girth.
We should come up with this new formula, though. I mean, it should be on the resumes of porn people. X times Y divided by this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, you have a ratio of 4? Ooh, whatever it is,
Well, you don't need all that. It's on film. You can just see it.
Anyway, yeah, it's on film anyway. You can see it. You're right.
But it should be on your OkCupid profile.
Yes, should be on your Bumble.
On the Bumble. Like, you have to go first. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah. ASL/ratio. There we go.
Yo, size queen, this is the number.
Honey, that's the thing. I once was with this woman who literally told me that the biggest guy she'd been with was from her wrist to her elbow. And I'm like, she's like, you're not small, you're good, but just being honest, that guy fucking got it. I'm like, well, great. I mean, like, this is not.
I mean, if she's into having her cervix bruised, cool.
Well, that's it's apparently the new thing.
Hey, if I can't satisfy you, Let's figure it out quick and go our separate ways.
Oh, of course. Well, another thing I notice is, look, guys, it's our fault that a lot of women don't come, but it's also women's issues. Because let me tell you, I'll give you a prime example. So, look, yeah, you have to put the time in as a guy. It's like a workout. It's like you run 10 miles. You can't just run 10 miles. You have to build up to it, right? So learn to fucking do it. But I dated a girl, and we had relations for maybe 5-6 nights, and I'm the whole time like, she didn't come. I'm like, you didn't come. So then I find out this woman couldn't make herself come. She had trouble. She's like, oh, I have trouble. Like, even when she brings a toy out,
she couldn't relax.
She comes every 3 out of 10 times. Her own, yes, exactly. So, hey, it's not always our fault.
Oh, 100%. I mean, sexual commitment, have you ever had sex and not come?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Shooting blanks. Yeah. Well, shooting
nothing.
Shooting skim milk.
I shot nothing. I mean, I've had a couple partners where it's like, I've been too drunk.
Yeah, well, too drunk is, definitely.
Too drunk. I mean, when I first started having sex, my first couple partners I just couldn't get off with because I couldn't get comfortable.
Okay.
It fucking happens.
You're right. You have to be in that right mental state, you know?
Yeah, I wish I had fucking 16-year-old and my 16-year-old endurance because I couldn't get off. Like, fucking fuck for hours.
Well, dude, I can't. The first time I had sex, oh my God, it was horrible. It was maybe 2 minutes, dude. It was horrendous. I mean, every guy, I guess, goes through that, but you were going through. You're fucking.
Oh, I lost my virginity, banged for 3 hours and never came.
It's like a Peter North over here. What's the porn star's name? The famous guy, was that Peter North?
I mean, he's one of them.
He's one of them. No, that guy was a monster, huh?
It sucked. Like, horrible blue balls, essentially.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Those blue balls were. Whew.
Yeah, it was fucking miserable.
Did you go home and immediately relieve yourself?
I did. And then there was another time where I think it was the second person I had sex with, like, also didn't get off and went to go relieve myself. And we've been banging so long it hurt to fucking try to tug one out.
Ooh. Yeah, that meth sex.
Well, it was bad. It was just fucking bad. Like, I wasn't comfortable in the situation. Like, and something in my head's like, nope. There was just some disconnect. I feel like, yeah, you're getting rock fucking hard because you're turned on, but just not comfortable enough to come.
And again, you needed to be right place, right time in your head. And you're right, and I understand that. I'm never going to be able to come if there's something bad going on around me, right? It's a weird thing.
Yeah, and that's why being a male porn star is fucking bravo to those dudes.
Bravo, man. But are they on like heavy dick pills?
Some of them. But even heavy dick pills, like, they're
still tough.
Yeah.
Camera, lights, action, baby.
Sweaty camera dude leaning on you.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
So much sweat. Oh, God.
It's a tough situation.
It's very tough.
But women should be, back to the real life sex, women should be comfortable enough to talk to you about it if, like, your partner told you that she can't get off all the time, right?
Yes.
So...
She told me this after 6 times, and now I'm feeling like a mediocre man. You know what I mean? And then finally she tells me this, and I'm like, it's not my fault.
But she at least told you eventually.
Yes.
Think how bad it would have been if, like, you guys had gone months and you just, in the back of your head, like, why can't I get her off?
Yeah. Well, that was going on the first few times, and I'm like, I put my time in. I'm fucking timing this. I fucking ran 4 miles before this, bro.
And that's why, people need to be more open with their partners. Be like, I get in my own head. I can't get off.
That's the thing. People just need to be honest and upfront about what's going on. And again, I'm a comic, so we're very honest, and I think that's a characteristic that maybe isn't.
So then why don't you want to bang other comics? Because other comics are honest too.
So here's the thing. It's like, the reason I don't want to bang another comic, I'd say, is because when you come home at the end of the day, you want to be away from it. Maybe you start writing at the end of your set, your adrenaline's still going from doing it, and you write. And when you wake up in the morning, if you have a day job, whatever it is, there's a moment to get out of that life, right, for a second. So you can go back into it. Now, if you notice some of the comics that have just been fucking, they live this 24/7 life of a comic and they're miserable. There's definitely miserable comics out there. Right?
100%.
Yeah. So for me, it's like there are a lot of there's a lot of highs and lows in this business, right? Such highs and lows to the point where when there is a low, at least, yeah, you're right. That comic, if I did a female comic, she would understand what I've been through. But I just prefer it to be like, just out of sight, out of mind.
So what kind of woman are you looking for?
That's the thing. I think I want a woman, obviously, that has a good sense of humor, but again, doesn't fucking think that she needs to talk over me all the time because her sense of humor is better than mine, which I might get that from a comic. So I just want a regular civilian chick who fucking obviously can respect a good sense of humor, can laugh, and also has somewhat of a decent gig. You know, the reason I say that is
because you're going to be broke and you want her to support you?
Exactly. Someone's got to pay for my Uber.
Right? I can't get the podcast on my own. Jesus.
Someone's got to fucking pay for my ass wipes, you know? Come on.
Right? Someone's got to fly me to those comedy festivals.
Right? Someone has to submit me. It's $50, bro.
Right? And she's got to hold the camera, too.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing is, like, it's good to have a girlfriend that's not in the business. You can actually bounce shit off of her and get a.
You're never going to get an honest opinion from a significant other, period.
I think after a few years, they're just fucking very raw and honest because they don't.
I don't know what a few years is.
I would say after a year, you pretty much know a person and you can be completely real around them. Maybe even 8 months to a year.
I'll let you know if that ever happens.
You're 6 months. You're long to 6 months.
Yeah.
So did she know you completely?
I'd have to ask her.
To the point where, like, so I mean, like, do you feel like you knew her?
Yeah.
Did you know her inside and out?
I definitely knew her insides.
Your 18-year-old girlfriend, who you were 28, and you must have known her pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, I knew her pretty well, but it's still like, yeah.
Sounds like you guys got some fucking loose
I got it.
ends, Nick.
I got issues. Don't mind me. I got issues.
Yes, when you get the interviewer to admit that.
It's like every other fucking show. Like,
I'm sure that's every night.
Like, I'm free about that shit. Like, I'm 38. My longest relationship's 6 months. Yeah, I got issues. I got some issues. Like, I'm not a commitment phobe, I don't think, but I might be.
You probably a little bit are.
There's definitely like.
So no friendship.
No, we're still friends. I mean, we're civil these days.
Are you keeping in touch consistently or no?
Semi-consistently.
Couple dick pics here and there.
Nah.
Have you sent dick pics?
No, I'm not dumb.
Here's the thing. I only sent 2 dick pics in my life. 2 girlfriends, right? Because this was requested of me. I would never send an unsolicited dick pic.
Well, yeah, unsolicited dick pics are just fucking horrible. But even solicited dick pic, like, you want this dick? Come get it in person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But we were 7,000 miles apart or some shit for the first one.
She was in India? Or?
In Indonesia.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really were trying to bring one back, huh?
No. This is when I was 18 years old, first relationship.
So you tried to get a girl in Indonesia on dial-up?
She lived here.
Oh.
And then she was an international student. She moved back there.
Oh, I thought you were like doing the dial-up, like.
Welcome, AOL. Bro, let me ask you. Let me tell you this. That was before fucking apps and all this shit. That was before internet.
Like age, sex, location.
This is before that. This is $20 to speak to her for 20 minutes on a fucking phone card. It was horrendous, bro. Oh. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I mean, yeah, we dated for years and years. Yeah. I mean, eventually she came back here. Yeah, you know, that's the woman I lost my virginity to and ended up with her for years.
Well, that 2 minutes must not have been that bad.
First time, yeah. And I held it out. I'm like, oh, and then I just pretended I didn't come.
Condom, no condom.
No condom. I mean, bro, condoms are the enemy, man. I have such a love-hate with them because what are you going to do, you know? It's so tough. They're so tough to use. It's awful.
They're super easy to use, but really shitty to use.
Super easy to use, but like, okay, it takes away from the whole experience. Basically ruins it. You know? I'd just rather be abstinent, to be honest.
I'm not quite that extreme.
Well, I'm not that extreme, but I also don't have like one-night stands anymore. I've done with those. They are awful. For me, those have always been awful.
Oh, I feel like there's a story here.
No, not really. I mean, look, I'll be out here.
There's got to be a bad one here. Come on, to turn you off to one-night stands, there's got to be a bad one here.
Here's the thing. It wasn't like there was one that was like really that bad, but it's always like, well, I've had one-night stands where they were like, what? In the morning you wake up and you see the woman and you're like, I threw my boxers out. You know what I mean? I washed my balls in the kitchen sink, and I had to get the boxers, and I was out, and I was like free balling on my way home, and I'm like, bro, this has to stop. You know what I mean? You meet people that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily date, and also you meet people that, you can't trust them.
Well, certainly.
Yeah.
Trying to have an orgasm together. I'm not trying to marry him.
Of course. And let's be honest. How many times are both parties having an orgasm together?
Hopefully the majority of the time. Hopefully. I mean, that's the hope.
I don't know.
That's the hope.
I think a lot of women lose out unless there's some women that can come pretty easily, but they have to like trust their partner for the most part, right?
Well, hey, this is what they signed up for.
Yeah.
This is what they signed up for.
They're here, baby. The moves, baby.
Still just an A cup.
You're like, bro, I've got perky ones, baby. Yeah, exactly. That's it. See, you don't have moves, man. For a guy that weighs 260, I got bigger moves than you, which is weird.
It's all gut. It's all fucking.
It's all gut. It's all this, man. Speaking of that, let's do one more. Do one more. I don't want to. Again, I got a show tonight. You got to fucking.
Yeah, that's a future problem.
Your chiropractor has got to fix your back tonight.
No, you ain't fixing shit. I'm filming tonight. It's all filming. I'm gonna film that shit, bro. Go.
Ooh, gave you a thick one.
But I've definitely. I had one night stands where the woman didn't tell me she was on her period. Here's where my egotistical drunk ass went. I pull out, I see blood. I'm like, did I hurt you?
You're like, my cock is purple.
Well, like, in what fucking sane
you were
world?
So happy, weren't you? Serious, you bastard. He was super happy.
In what sane world do I consciously go, oh yeah, that's right, I hurt you with my dick, or she's on her period, you dumb fuck?
Well, yeah, well, the thing is, just like, I think that sex is great. Period sex, I like that.
Oh, me too. I'm A-okay with it.
They're so charged up on it.
Well, and that was the thing. Like, she was a little embarrassed. I'm like, oh no, it's all good, girl.
Yeah, you're like, honey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get the fucking the carpet cleaner.
Oh no, we're in a hotel.
Oh, perfect.
Like, and her hotel room. So I super didn't give a fuck.
She's like, what's the charge for? I didn't smoke in the room. Bitch, the carpet was purple.
Yeah, I picked up this girl in Austin, Texas, and neither one of us were from Austin.
Nice. I see, dude, Austin. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Houston. Haven't been to fucking Austin yet, bro.
Austin's a good fucking time.
I gotta get there, bro. Oh, that's a town, huh?
Good time.
That's a town.
That was just such a random fucking night.
Tell me, so she was. How did you meet her?
I was in a bar by myself, and she was the maid of honor in like this small wedding party that rolled into the bar. And I put some Al Green on the jukebox. I'm like, me, her, and the bride are singing along to Let's Stay Together. I can't sing for shit, by the way. So the three of us are super
nice deep voice, no?
Yeah, I can't carry a fucking tone. No pitch. Fucking, it's bad. So the three of us are just super off key, just drinking, singing. And the bride's like, yo, we're all going back to the hotel. Do you want to come with? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, sure. And me and the bridesmaid end up back in a room. And the bride is a G. She is a goddamn G.
Wow. The bride was like, go get that.
Well,
go get that.
On top of this, she was like, go get that. And 5 minutes after, like, me and the bridesmaid are naked in her room. Knock, knock, knock. Like, open the door in a towel. Like yo. She's like, I think I left my purse in here. Like, she's checking up on her girl. Like,
yeah, but she's doing it where she's not cock blocking.
Yeah, no.
Is everything cool? I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
in and out.
Like,
perfect. Ooh.
Like a fucking G. Like,
oh, what a dude. They opened the business together and are super successful. That's the type of relationship they have.
Yeah, that was just fucking
smart, sleek, kind, good people.
Yeah, I'm just like answering the towel like, yo. I'm like, I helped her look for the purse for a minute in a towel.
How did you stay hard?
I lost it. I lost it. It came back.
Well, I lose it in like 4. Dude, I lose it quick. I mean, it's tough to keep them. Once you get it, you're happy, and then you're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Where your purse?" But you're like, "Okay, you're checking up on her. I respect that."
I didn't actually come to that realization until later. Might have been drunk.
Yeah.
But I was like, "Oh yeah, you have the service." Like in my mind, I'm like, "Gotta get her out of here to get back to
naked with fucking your hard cock," and be like, "You know what? Let's show you what's going on.
Yeah, my hard cock covered in blood because she's on her period.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. She's like, did you kill her?
The worst part about that shit is I should have left before the morning because the morning was awkward.
So there's the thing. Why so awkward? The blood is there. You've already been through this awkward moment. How does it get more awkward?
Well, in the morning, it's like, hey. Good. It was like, basically like, how do you break off? It would have been kind of scummy to just bail. But on the other hand, like in the morning was just like, so good game. Okay, I'm going to have a good life.
Well, that's why I don't do the one night stands, because of that morning powwow, bro. And another thing is, if there's someone likes each other a little more, then they hang around, and that sucks. So it's never good.
Well, neither one of us lived in Austin, so there was definitely enough to ever be more than one night.
Yeah, but it was still awkward, even knowing this.
Well, I think it was awkward. I think I made it awkward by sticking around. I think we both knew it was a one night thing. She lived in Florida. I lived in fucking.
How long did you stick around?
Till she woke up in the morning.
Okay. So you're saying that as soon as you got up, you got out of there. Or as soon as she got up, you got out of there.
Yeah, I'm like, good morning, kiss.
Yeah. And it was still awkward. So now you know the reason why I answered your question. It's just an awkward moment. And again, you're right. You bail. Sometimes if they hang out and all of a sudden now they're like, we should go get brunch. And you're like, fucking brunch?
Hey, I worked up an appetite. I could have gone for some brunch.
See?
So I was the weird one who's like, food? Oh.
You're like, mimosas? You're like, more blood?
It's one of those things, man. I should have just should have been like, pop and go.
Pop and go. That's a good name for a porn. Pop and go.
I'm sure it's been made.
This has to be, right?
It has to be made.
It has to be made.
But that's the thing about one night stands. It's like, they're fun, but it's also kind of awkward sometimes.
It's going to be awkward at some level, right? It's just going to be. And that's the thing. You are kind of prepared for that, but when you're drinking, you're not thinking of that whatsoever. And then when you leave, if it was unprotected, it fucks with you a little bit and a bit, you know?
Nah.
You're like, no, I just take a shot of J-Mo, I come home, and I'm good. That's it.
Well, no, and get regularly tested, but the likelihood of catching something fatal as a heterosexual male is pretty low.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as you're tested regularly, it's like,
yeah,
cool. Shot of penicillin in the ass and go about my day.
I actually just got tested. My cousin is a doctor, so he handled it.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. Thank God. Yeah, and that's one thing. The only advantage about being Indian, you got a few cousins that are doctors, or hopefully a brother or sister that's a doctor. It saves you a lot of effort. You know, can you write me a script for this? Boom. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, good thing you haven't developed an opiate problem.
No. Well, no, the thing is, they are very clear about the fact that, here's the thing, if it's like, they would never write me a script for something besides something that I've been diagnosed by them for, right? So it's not just like, hey, do this. It's actually like, okay, now I actually go through a real visit with my fucking cousin and it has to be checked out. And my cousin, my cousin gave me an endoscopy, right? Because I had some type of bacteria in my stomach. Some shit from a third world country. Who knows how I got it, right?
One night stand.
Probably. But yeah, it's weird.
It's nice to know that she eat pussy.
Huh?
It's nice to know that she eat pussy.
Yes, I perform oral sex.
Well, that's where you got bacteria, right?
Yeah. It's funny is I noticed that if you do that, the women's going to be so much happier, right?
Oh, yeah, no, it's being an ass, but yes.
But you have to be very careful about that as well, because you can get oral cancer from that.
I'm going to get cancer from a lot of other things, whatever. If I get cancer from eating pussy, I can at least be like, I ate a lot of pussy. So, and you're only going to get oral cancer if they have the string of HPV that causes cervical cancer. It's not just eating any pussy.
It has to have the HPV that causes
cervical cancer. And that's why you fuck with young chicks, because young chicks all have the fucking vaccine for it.
Ah, smart man.
I'm just...
Bro, you learn something new every fucking
day.
Like,
hey, be a scumbag.
Bro, 18 to 21, you're talking about vaccines.
Like, they can't give you throat cancer. You can eat that puss all day.
But that's true though. Listen, it's the one thing. Here's the in the black community. It's like they say they don't eat it, but they love eating it. A lot of black dudes I know eat it, and then it's like the rednecks are like, "Fuck, I don't eat pussy." Yeah, you do. And then some of those rednecks are like, "I fucking eat that shit all night, bro." Right? You know, like it's just the way. I actually fucking used to know some rednecks, real rednecks, like heavy red. Like I'm talking about dudes with skullets. You know, skullet.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of people don't know what a skullet. A skullet, it's a mullet with just a bald mullet, right? So motherfuckers just got the hair.
I'm working on it. I'm
talking about real rednecks, like the guy named Bob Blasek. Such a redneck that his address is 1 Bob Blasek Road. You know what I mean? He's out in the fucking mountains, bro. You know what I mean?
Turn off the paved road, go 2 miles, make a left. Yeah.
See my fucking name? You're there.
Ignore the cars in the front lawn.
That's and I'm going to eat your pussy as soon as you get up here.
We matched on the Tinder. I'm going to eat that pussy.
He's on Tinder?
I'm on all of them.
I'm doing a break. I've had a 6-month break from him.
Why?
Bro, it's just so... These fucking women are going... Let me tell you one thing. So, women are matching with me at, say, 8:15 a.m. By 11 a.m., when I get time to message her, she's 6 guys later. So it's just working too fast for me. So this woman just completely lost interest in me because 5 better guys came along in the next 3 hours.
Hey, 1, you're selling yourself short. Fuck that. 2, the trash is seeing its way out.
Yeah. Another thing is, these women are lying about their pictures. They're taking a pic from dude, I saw this woman's pic. It must have been taken from a drone because she did not fucking look like that. And she had the angle perfect. And I see her, I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck happened to you?
There's always a little embellishment on online dating.
I embellish. But, bro, I'm very honest. I'm like, this is what you're going to get. You know why? Because when I show up, it's going to be me. And they're like, oh, you actually look, I photograph horribly. So you're going to look, you actually look a little better. I'm like, yes. But with some of these girls, it's like, bro, it's very easy to manipulate. And that's another thing. I remember this woman. I'm not lying about this. Complete truth. This woman was missing a fucking tooth. Okay. She did not smile with her mouth open. I take her on a date. I see she's fucking smoking every 10 fucking seconds. On our date, I'm having dinner. And I still took her on the date. Even after the missing tooth.
Did she have smokes occasionally in her profile?
No, she didn't have. She just left that part out. Smoking, and now I'm fucking seeing her smoke, and I'm getting angry. I'm like, I'm paying for fucking dinner, and I'm picturing a cigarette. She's sticking it in there where the missing tooth is, right? And I'm just like, this is fucking horrendous. And then she wants to take me to dance salsa. I don't fucking dance salsa, which I mean, I would learn, but now I'm going there, and I'm like, why am I this far into this date? I knew. Learn to be an asshole and be like, I'm going home. And I was just too nice of a guy.
So did you fuck her?
No, thank God.
She just ate the pussy and left.
Awful. She looked completely different, though, than she stayed. And then she starts telling me her brother's a cop. I'm like, what is this, a threat? You know, like...
He has 2 round confirmed kills already.
Yeah, I wish he was a dentist.
Was she asking you about your dental insurance? Like,
she's like, you got that? Got that real good shit? You got that 2 free cleanings, or you got that real?
You got that PPO?
That PPO's big, boy.
No, I've definitely been out with women where it's like, you didn't match the picture. Still probably fucked a couple of them.
Yeah. No, again, it's you end up banging them because you're like, it's not going to go past this night, right? So that's the thing. It's like, for me, it's like, and I also feel like LA chicks, you've seen so many sugar daddy profile. That pissed me off, bro.
Oh, I mean, there's a whole app called Sugar Dating.
Yeah. So just go to that. Don't put them on Tinder. Don't put them on Bumble because you're just clogging up my feed. Because I get excited when you see a picture. I go, oh, she just wants money. You know?
Well, I'm happy to show up and disappoint her. Like, girl, I thought you were paying.
She's like,
you're a modern woman, right?
I'm looking for a sugar daddy. Like, did you see that?
Oh, I'm illiterate, girl. You're just pretty.
See, that's a good. I should use that. I'm illiterate. No, really.
Oh, really? I like your eyes. You're very pretty.
You're like Bubba Gump. I want a shrimp cocktail with your eyes.
So does this mean we are not fucking?
One of my best moments, you said that in an accent where it reminded me of Biggie Smalls. I used to love Biggie Smalls, obviously. But there was a moment on a CD when he said, "How am I supposed to fuck a bitch after I shit on her?" Because he's talking about, remember that? How am I supposed to fuck after, that's hilarious to me. Would you ever shit on or pee on a, I haven't done that.
Yes.
You would or you have?
I have not. I mean, if my partner wanted me to pee on her, sure, I'll pee on her.
But the other part, number two, no.
I mean, it depends on where. I'm not about cleanups.
You're like, we're going to the tub, we're good.
Or your hotel room.
See, as long as you just destroy the hotel
I mean, you got to tip housekeeping on that. Like, you're an asshole if you don't tip housekeeping.
$50 tip, at least $100 maybe.
Oh, I mean, they're going to hit you with a cleaning fee. I mean,
they're going to hit you regardless, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you're done regardless.
I'm still leaving a tip, but 50? I mean, depends on how much the room is. Like, if we're staying at the Ritz-Carlton, it's $1,000 a night, sure, 50 for housekeeping when I shit the bed. But if we're staying at the Motel 6 and it's $75 a night, 50 for the housekeepers.
That's another thing. Shitting on a woman has to be tough, right? Because even, like you said, performing on camera is tough. Shitting on a woman, it feels like that would be like the same thing. Like, oh, I'm a little, it's weird. Like, I
mean, I'm not into it because, like,
I can't.
You're staring at my hemorrhoids. Depends on what I had to eat the night before.
Put some Prep H on there for me.
Well, it all depends on like what I ate the night before. It's like, I'm not sure how this is coming out. You may just get hit with something that's so solid it hurts. Like, you may get hit with something so wet it's like a fucking blast. You never know. I'm a Jew, our insides are unpredictable at times. It's like, you really want to roll them dice, girl? You really want to roll them dice? I mean, if you do, you got to at least go 50-50 on the tip with housekeeping.
That's true. That should be the, I don't know.
And we definitely have to get, like, a room with 2 queens, because I'm not sleeping in that bed.
That's the thing. You got to be smart about or you just do it in another location. But here's the thing. I just can't get into the feces play. It's just too much.
I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but... Yeah. I mean,
you try to pee on you don't mind like a pee. Look, I've definitely been in the shower with one of my exes, and definitely, I had to go, I had to pee. And that's funny, right? Just like you fart in front of your girl, but that's what it was for comedic effect, not for fun.
Not like sexual gratification.
Sexual with my pee, It's just, and now R. Kelly, he wanted to just dominate these women, right? He just loved controlling them to the point where they're in a fucking room and he's like, "Don't move, bitch." That's what he loved. It's a weird fucking thing.
I mean, what's fucked up about that is the lack of consent on the other party's part.
Well, they're giving consent. They're brainwashed.
They're not old enough to give consent.
Oh, some of them. Yeah.
If they're old enough to give consent and they're down with that, hey.
Well, how do you feel as a Chicago boy?
I can't take claim for every motherfucker who came out of that fucking city.
No, I agree with that. I genuinely agree with that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like New York. There's so many fucking fucked up people that come out of there. What am I going to take fucking pray for them? No. And Jersey, even more people that fucking even fucked up.
Well, yeah, because they can't make it in New York, so they're stuck in Jersey.
Oh, dude. I love Jersey. Jersey is Jersey to me. It's home, but definitely fucking... one thing I'm not looking forward to is just that fucking Newark smell, bro.
Have fun with that shit. Have fun with that.
Landing at Newark Airport. Woo!
Who'd you piss off to fly into fucking Newark?
Well, see, my family lives in Jersey, so I prefer that. I won't be in Manhattan until Monday. I'm Monday on my Carolines, baby, on Broadway.
This won't air by then. This is a couple weeks out. You'll be back in L.A. by the time this comes out.
Back in L.A.
Like, I will have already done Carolines, killed, and be back in L.A. where it's fucking warm by the time the shit airs.
It'll be February, baby.
Probably sometime in January, but
good enough, baby. Good enough, baby. As long as they go to my website. I don't have a website.
Yeah, we'll do that shit. The plugs happen at the end.
I don't care about plugs. Here's the thing. I when I come out to do a podcast, I want people to get to genuinely know me. You know what I mean? And
your love of period sex.
Fuck yeah, man. At the end of the day, if they're charged up, they're charged up.
Hey,
right?
I've said this multiple times on air. I like it when it looks like I've murdered someone from here to here.
I like it with 4 towels. Fucking went to fucking the garbage. That's right. You clean it up.
Well, that's how you steal towels from a hotel, so you don't care if you throw those away.
That's true. That's true. I do that. Everybody, who doesn't do that? Is there
Classy people.
Oh my God, I can't take a towel.
I can't take a towel. This company that's charging me, essentially, if this was rent and you're charging me $300 a night, you're telling me this one room is like a fucking $5,000, $6,000 a month apartment?
Yeah, right.
I could steal the towels.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm stealing the towel. I'm stealing a towel or two, and I'm not greedy. You know, I'm not the type that's like, oh, I got to steal fucking 10 towels and be an asshole. No, I steal a couple of towels. You know what? Maybe on my way to my car, I need a towel. Maybe in the car, I need a towel. It's only just in case I need a towel in the night.
I mean, you never know if you have to rub one out in the car.
You never know.
You're fighting prostate cancer.
I've actually rubbed one out in the car once.
Only once?
Only once.
Only once.
And I'll tell you what, it was actually I was dating a girl, and so this is when I was 19. I was dating a chick, and this is when first Messenger ASL was out. So I meet a chick online, and my girl was traveling, that same chick, overseas. So I had time alone, and I'm like, oh, I'm talking to this girl. This girl lived in Reading, Pennsylvania. So fucking far, right? And I'm like, I'm going to go way out of town. Make this fucking, not a problem. Literally, and I was driving one of those Toyota vans. You know the Toyota van with the engine in the middle? One of those old school engine was in the middle. The front was like, if you got a head on that, you're dead.
Okay, yeah.
You remember those, a terrorist van. They used to call my shit the terrorist van. So on the way I've been driving. By the way, she's so redneck, her mom gives me directions on how to get there. Right? And literally, on the way there, again, when you're 19, you're so horny, right? So I fucking, somehow, something horny came to my mind. I jerked off. And literally, won't forget this moment. Immediately, I'm like, I cannot cheat on my girlfriend. Turned the fucking car around, and on the highway, did a complete fucking 360 right there and came home. And I was so proud of that, because I didn't cheat on her. That's all it is.
Oh, you just got to get the poison out. The poison just...
Poison. That's it.
It just gets in your brain like, I gotta come. Oh, she's willing to let me come in her? There we go. If you get the poison out a little early, it's like, whoa, I don't want to come in her.
I want to respect her and treat her like the queen that she is.
I was talking about the side chick. Like, nope, that's not where I want to come. Like, I came already. Nope, that's not, nope.
No, that's the thing. So that's how you don't cheat. You just get the poison out. That's it. That's all you need to do. You keep the poison out, you're golden. Your mind doesn't drift too far, right?
I have often thought on a couple occasions, like, man, would life be easier if I was asexual?
Well, here's the thing. It's like, if you're asexual, you just like jerk off all the time, right?
Well, no, you just like have no sexual arousal.
At all. Oh,
yeah.
I thought asexual meant like you have sex with yourself.
No. Like if you just have no sexual desire.
Wow. Oh, no, I don't want that. I mean,
I don't want that.
But that might make things easier.
But think how easy life would be. Think of how many stupid things you've done in the name of an orgasm or women in your life.
So true. That's so true. I would have avoided things that were not that great.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I ended up not doing either. But like last night, this chick I know who like I've wanted to be inside of for a very long time.
Okay.
Was in from New York, and she was down in fucking Newport Beach.
Okay. Ooh, that's far.
Yeah, that is fucking far.
It's a 2-hour ride.
Right. She's like, hey, I'm just in town tonight. Do you want to come down and hang out?
What'd you do?
And it was also my guy's birthday last night. So I'm like,
oh, wow. The boys took over, baby.
Actually, I didn't either. I stayed home and edited it. But the thought is like, if I'm leaving my house, I'm going to Newport.
You're like, that's the thing. You're like, money, friends, push. All right, let's keep it to money tonight.
Let's keep it to money where I don't have to put pants on. Like if I had to like edit in clothing like in an office, like if I had to leave my house, actually had to leave, Pussy would have won.
It would have been worth it. No, you're right. That's awesome though. So now she's gone.
Yeah, she's
How
back.
long you been talking to her?
We both originally from Chicago. I know her from Chicago.
From like high school?
20s.
Ooh, and this is a new one?
It was one of those things where like we're in the same circle of friends and just nothing ever came of it while we're in Chicago, and then like
mutual friends, my favorite thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like I was like, oh, she's hot. And then
did she watch this?
Who knows? Don't care.
Wow. Hey, babe, just give me a call. Give him a call, goddammit. Coming to town for 2 days, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, give me less than 48 hours notice, like to go to fucking Newport Beach.
Newport Beach is pretty nice, though.
Yeah.
Was she on that resort?
I don't know. She was there for a conference.
Oh, she was on that resort. I've been there. Oh, that's that resort, babe.
Yeah, but I don't know if she was inviting me down for that or just to hey,
That's
see
the
you.
risk we take as men.
Well, yeah, exactly. And if I had been willing to put on pants, I would have taken that risk.
Yeah. Or if she was a little closer, it'd been
Oh, if it was a little closer, been like, yo, happy birthday, dog. I'll catch up with you later.
Let me ask you, is that an Arby's hat?
Is a nihilist Arby's hat.
Oh, ooh. I love the Arby's. I don't eat it anymore.
So Nihilist Arby's is a ridiculous Twitter account. Absolutely ridiculous Twitter account. I have to explain this all the time, but I love it is dark as shit.
Dark Nihilist.
It is a dark comedic fucking Twitter account.
I'm going to check that out.
You should.
Ooh.
But yeah, hell, I was trying to hook it up for today. I'm like, so you're flying back to New York, what time on Wednesday? She's like, noon. Like, you're flying out of LAX or John Wayne? She's like, John Wayne. I'm like, motherfucker.
No.
Seriously, because if she'd been flying out of LAX, I would have rolled down there and been like, we're getting Roscoe's, and then
Perfect.
if we hit it off, I'll pay for a motel before you fly out. Like,
You're a Roscoe's guy, not Gus's?
actually, of all the chicken joints in all the towns, they just opened a Harold's.
No.
Do you know Harold's?
I've heard of it. Where is that?
Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay, I'm going to Google that.
Hollywood and Wilcox.
Oh, I'm a big fried chicken person.
They just opened. So it opened 2 weeks ago. So Harold's Fried Chicken, I'm assuming you know it from like Common.
Of course, man. I've never. Let me tell you something. If you know it's good, right? I know it's good. I've never had it. So this will be my first.
Unlike Gus's, unlike fucking Roscoe's, Harold's is fried to order.
As soon as you order it, put it in.
Yeah.
So it's not sitting there on the fucking.
Correct.
I love that.
It's fried to fucking order, so it takes a minute for the chicken to come out. They have multiple sauces. It is fucking phenomenal.
Have you seen how many times you've been to Harold's since it opened?
Since the new one opened, the one in Hollywood, I've been to once because
It was phenomenal.
it's phenomenal. It's just like home. So in Chicago, they're only in, except for one of them, in lower income neighborhoods.
So yeah, it's in the real neighborhoods, right?
Right. So the thing with Harold's is in every one of them, except for one of them, they're behind bulletproof glass.
Oh, of course. Every fried chicken spot I know. And, we go back to Newark, New Jersey. Orange fried, baby. Whee! Kentucky, Kennedy fried. We're going big, baby.
So the joke, always was like, the bulletproof glass locks in flavor.
That's it. It's so true. The tears lock in the flavor, bro.
But the one on Hollywood Boulevard, it's fancy. It's got a bar.
Oh shit! Oh, dude, I gotta do. This sounds like a fucking popping spot. This is my last one.
That's famous last words.
Ooh,
but yeah, it tastes just like fucking home.
just like Jameson.
Yeah.
So wow, that's the spot around Chicago that fucking.
Well,
that's what Common mentioned it, right?
It's a South Side, West Side. Like it's hood. It's
ooh, wow, legacy. I love that.
There's only one that is not in the hood. It's in Wicker Park, which at one point was the hood, and it's now a very gentrified neighborhood.
Okay.
And that's the only one without bulletproof glass.
Wow.
And they were supposed to open the one in Hollywood over a year ago.
Oh, shit.
It's been sitting there on Hollywood Boulevard with a big-ass sign. One of my guys from Chicago, I saw on his Instagram story that he was in there. I'm like, they fucking opened? I went there the same fucking day.
That's what Instagram stories are good for. Fuck yes.
I rolled in there.
You went there that day.
That day.
You went there that moment.
I had to finish up some shit, but within 4 hours of seeing that.
See, folks, a woman coming to Newport Beach, no. Best friend's birthday, no. Harold's open up, bitch up.
That was also like 3 blocks from me.
I'm only kidding about that.
Oh, no. It's pretty accurate. I was also like the only white person in there.
I'm sure.
Which is also great.
Which is awesome. Yes. Fuck yes. Okay.
And all the staff's from Chicago, too, so.
Oh, that's fucking amazing, bro.
I'm like, yo, what part of town? Like, yo, I'm from Chicago.
See, that's one thing they opened up. I don't know if you've ever heard Halal Guys.
Yeah. There's the one in WeHo. There's.
Suck here. Because they open them up with local staff. It's local fucking, local grown, whatever the fuck these products are, not from that shit is actually high quality in New York. Over here, it's crap. So the fact that they have that Chicago stuff, they took that shit seriously.
Oh, they definitely took it seriously.
That's
Like,
amazing.
it is fucking great. Like, and it's reasonably priced. Like a half white is $15. Half white with fries, $15.
That's not bad.
For LA, that's amazing.
For LA, that's phenomenal. And on top of that, for that quality is phenomenal.
Fried to order. So the trick for Harold's, it's not on the menu,
Okay.
is get it when they fry it. Order it with salt and pepper because they'll put salt and pepper in the fucking batter.
Oh my God. I'm fucking starving.
I know. I'm kind of hungry too. I'm like,
We're going to Harold's.
actually, we could.
I got to get to the fucking.
You got an hour before call time.
Well, but I was going to help out with something before.
Oh,
So I got like 10 minutes. Fuck.
well, we got about 15 before we got to wrap.
Perfect.
But yeah, I ordered. I'm like, you guys do fried order? Like, yeah. I'm like, oh, then let me get it salt and pepper barbecue on the side because they have mild sauce, they have hot sauce, and they have barbecue sauce to go with the chicken.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I see. Dude, fuck. We gotta have a Harold's fucking. We should do a podcast and a review at Harold. Dude, that would be phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Oh, so fucking good. Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm actually gonna go there maybe right after Sycamore.
Yeah, because they have a bar. They're open till midnight right now. They're eventually gonna be going till 2. Kitchen will be open till 1 a.m.
That's fun, dude. And that's so genius to put the bar in.
Oh, it's crazy. And it's
How many chicken spots have a fucking bar?
well, it's also decently priced pours. Like I was getting Bullet Rye on the Rocks for $10 a pour.
And it was like nice and thick.
It was all right. I mean, they were measuring it, but they just opened.
it, but still.
They just opened.
Yeah,
You gotta develop a rapport with your bartenders before they start
make
robbing
a little
for you.
profit, then things loosen up a little bit, you know.
But still, $10 pours in Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard is a decent price.
Yeah, it's usually 12 to 14. Yeah.
Right.
Or 15 even. Yeah, you're right. Hey, dude, Harold's. Fucking, I'm coming to you, Harold's.
I was so fucking happy. Like,
That's your hometown right there, boy.
well, it's between them, the fact that they're opening a Geno's East in the Valley.
So Geno's East, what's up with that? I've heard so much about this.
It's one of the Chicago chains. It's not my preferred Chicago chain, but I will definitely take it.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza, right? So that's the thing. I'm a big pizza person. What's your favorite in New York? Do you even like New York pizza?
I like New York pizza, but I couldn't. Every time I go to New York, it's like, oh, hey, I'll just grab a slice wherever.
Yeah.
There's so many pizza
There's
places.
so many good ones, right? So for me, I want to find out what's the best in Chicago, and I've seen the pizza guys' reviews on fucking whatever website.
So here's the thing about Chicago pizza. Real Chicago pizza, what real Chicagoans eat,
It's thin slice, right?
is the tavern style that's square cut.
Yeah.
The only fucking place I found in LA that does that is a place called Rance's.
Oh, I gotta write this down.
But the problem is
RANCE.
RANC, yeah, I believe so. The problem with Rance's was they had a location by USC. That was the only one in LA.
RANCE. Okay.
Closed down. So the only locations are in fucking Long Beach and Costa Mesa.
I'm not far from Long Beach. Oh shit! There's a comedy show they had. Now I know. I thought I knew that name.
They do a comedy show there?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. Someone told me to do that. So they're like, "Yo, you'll love the pizza." Someone.
Yeah, they do a decent fucking
Wow.
tavern style. Because like I have a couple spots that do decent deep dish in town.
Okay.
Massa and Echo Park.
Massa.
Yep.
See, I'm new to all this shit. Man.
1600 Sunset. Massa and Echo Park.
What else?
Blackbird is supposed to do a decent one.
Blackbird.
Over on Melrose. There's a couple, like, there's decent deep dish to be found.
Geno's East. I'm right as well. Blackbird, Geno's East, Rancid, and Massa. Perfect, baby. Look at that. Look at that. You learn something new every day.
But finding tavern style is the motherfucker. So Rance's has the tavern style. Because otherwise, in Vegas, there's a couple Chicago chains that do tavern style. So, like, whenever I'm in Vegas, I'm like, I'm getting a fucking square cut pie. Being a fat fucking just like...
I love that, though, too, man. That fucking, let's fucking just eat some pie and fucking pass out. But my best sleep is on a fucking full fucking stomach.
Have you had Chicago style?
Yes.
Like the deep dish?
I've been to Chicago. I actually performed at the Chicago Apollo, opened up for Russell Peters there.
Oh, nice.
I loved that trip, man. I had so much fun. I got to see Chicago a little bit, not as much as I would have liked, but I just love Chicago, man, because it's the only city comparable to New York as far as the skyline, as far as just how big it is. So to me, that was so impressive. You know, I loved it. So, what's the best now in Chicago?
I'm going to catch some shit for this. My preference is Giordano's.
Giordano's. Okay, and also I saw they got a high rating on fucking Barstool Sports. Yeah.
So Some other people are like Lou Malnati's is the winner. Some other people are like Gino's East. A lot of people are like Pequot's, which there's only one Pequot's.
Oh, original.
Massa out here does a recipe from the place I used to deliver pizzas for as a kid.
Oh, wow.
So it's crazy. Like, I ate there a couple times. I'm like, man, I'm totally down with this pizza. And I was there talking to the owner one night. He's like, oh, yeah, we use Gulliver's recipe from is a restaurant I delivered for like when I was like 20.
Okay. Wow.
I'm like, that's why. And we started talking about the owner who's passed. And like, yeah, I delivered pizzas for that fucking place.
How was that job, delivering pies?
I mean, it sucked.
But I mean, you make good tips, no? People are cheap or no?
It depends. I mean,
Especially for a reputation of a restaurant like that.
well, at that point, like, so delivering for that place, I got so fucking fat. That was the first time in my life I got so, because the deal was they took care of me. Like, you didn't make any hourly. It was all delivery fee and tips.
It's all tips.
But you got a free shift meal for every shift you worked.
So you had the pie.
So you got a free medium tavern style pie or a free fucking small deep dish for every shift you worked.
That's so much fucking food, huh?
Or if you, or you could get deeply discounted, like they had a full Italian menu. Deeply discounted full Italian menu.
Wow.
I used to pick up lunch shifts, which you'd make no fucking money on, just for the free meal.
Just to fucking eat.
Yeah, because I was so broke at that point.
I mean, you're a young kid at that point. How old were you?
I was 20, like living at home.
I mean, come on. You were happy as fuck. You're like, dude, that's the life.
Yeah, I was living at home, just in between fucking decent gigs, and I'd pick up lunch shifts, like make $15, but like eat for fucking free.
Eat for free. And well, let me tell you, that could be 2 meals.
It was.
Exactly.
It often was. Or the trick was like, if you worked the lunch shift and the night shift, you got anything on the menu for free.
Oh, so you got like 4 meals.
Yeah. It's like if you could buy both your shift meals, you can get anything. I'm like, and then once you were tight with the guys in the kitchen, though you got a free pie, toppings were still extra, but once you got tight with the kitchen, they'd hook it up with the toppings for free.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Come on. The Mexican guy's like, come on, bro. I got you, baby.
Yeah, they got you. Yeah, that was the first time in my life I got really fat.
that.
Like, I was a fairly skinny kid coming up and then, like, got super fat there, worked a job, fucking lost some weight, put on some weight.
Oh, wow. So you were skinny growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, that's and so now, so your like whole family's skinny, I guess.
My mom is fat.
Is your mom the same size as you?
My mom's the short, fat Jewish woman.
Bigger. Okay, but so again, it's like later in life, everybody kind of gets.
Well, it's just one of those things. Like, I grew up fairly poor. Like, we didn't have a car for most of my childhood, so like biked and walked everywhere.
Wow. So you were in shape, baby.
I was skinny. I wasn't in shape.
You don't hear that many poor Jews. Actually, no. You a lot of poor Jews in like the older America, but in the newer America, the last 50 years, you don't hear as many, right?
Yeah.
But I actually have Brooklyn friends. They're pretty poor who are Jews.
I mean, there's definitely poor Jews still out there.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. But the whole point is like, wow, you didn't have a fucking car.
Yeah, we didn't have a fucking car.
Like, we had one car at least. I was like, damn, I didn't realize how, that's,
Yeah, my dad bought a car in the 90s, like in the mid 90s. But yeah, there were years where we didn't have a car. Like, public trans, bike, walked everywhere.
Wow.
I'm like, so I was in fairly good shape. And then about the time where I took that job, like, I wasn't doing shit except like playing video games, hanging out with friends, and working, and just eating nothing but Italian food for every fucking meal. Because like, I'm surviving on these shift meals.
Oh, dude, I can imagine. Wow, that's the life of a young kid too. Just surviving off shift meals. I worked at fucking Six Flags, bro. Oh, that was awful, awful. Six Flags is basically people from the hood, and then some like white people that are obsessed with fucking amusement parks. You know what I mean? So it was this weird mix, and I remember getting in a fight with this black dude in the kitchen. I'm like, "Yo, go fuck yourself!" And then no, everybody in the kitchen wanted to fight me. I mean, this is what's going on behind the scenes as people are enjoying their favorite day of the summer, But I liked Six Flags. I loved Great Adventures. So for me, it was a good summer. Actually hooked up with the first chick I ever hooked up with that summer because of it. So
what happened? Like,
we both worked at Six Flags. We just made out a little bit. And I had at that point, I worked since I worked since I was 11 years old. I had a paper route, and I used to run I used to run like 3 paper routes, the whole neighborhood, we had a big neighborhood. So, literally saved my money from that, worked at Taco Bell, I worked at an office. I worked since I was a kid, and, basically saved up to get a nice car. It was a Trans Am I bought for $5,000. Ooh, nice black Trans Am, 89. Back in 96, it was a fucking new car, And then I fucking went over to fucking Six Flags, and it was the man for the summer, And I was like just fucking out of my shell, and I wasn't hustling that summer. Wasn't selling any weed or anything, and just fucking and met this chick. Didn't think she wanted to hook up with me until she pulled my, you know what I mean? Because you were so, like, you're so absent-minded about it because you never had it happen. So literally had to fucking come and, like, be aggressive with me.
Hey, I think that's a fucking sexy thing. I think it's sexy.
I love that. I love when a woman knows what she wants. And
especially when what she wants is me.
Exactly. And I tell you, the best way in this day and age to actually get laid is to just not fucking ever push up on a woman. Because she'll fucking, if she wants it, she'll take it, right? She'll fucking lean in and be like, bitch, get over here. Because guess what? That's the secret. And the fact that you're not, like, pushing up on her, just so sexy to them. It's just a secret to life, I think, as far as...
Well, because everyone wants what they can't have, and they're, like, apathetic, especially if they're hot, and you're like, meh, I don't care.
There's so many guys out there that are just, like, overly pushing.
Well, and they're just like, you're beautiful. It's like, if a woman hears 100 times a day she's beautiful, and like one dude's like, meh. She's like, whoa, what? And I'm not negging people's fucking bullshit.
I just love. I've noticed that that's how I've done well, is just by not pushing at all, being
right.
the fucking not the aggressor.
Right. There's a difference between being like, because people preach that negging bullshit. Like,
yes.
Fuck that. But you don't want to seem desperate.
No, again, and you want to see desperate, but you also want to clear indication. So the fact that I was so insecure being young, that worked for me. So that's worked for me my whole life because I was such a bitch. But I see guys out there hollering, like, yo, what's up, baby? Come in, this and that. And then they're just all over a girl. That's unattractive, right? That's just not cool. Like, a woman is going to give you a sign. And if you're so stupid to see the sign, she'll make sure you eventually get the fucking sign.
Right. And if for whatever reason, neither one of you can read the fucking signs, so be it.
Yeah, then they don't deserve it, right? You don't deserve it, they don't deserve it. Same thing. This is the way life works.
It's just sometimes how it fucking works out.
Right? Women are the choosers of the mates they want to be with. So let them push it forward, right? As men, we've been trying to chase for so long. Let them fucking make that decision.
Right? I can only chase you so far.
Right? And eventually, if I've had women be like, you haven't shown me that much interest, like, it's kind of unattractive. I'm like, look, the fact is that we're at this point now and we're about to bang. So, hey!
I'm here now, woman. I'm here now.
I'm here now, honey, and I love you. No, I'm kidding.
Love's a strong word.
How many times you been in love?
I don't know. The amount of times I've been infatuated.
Oh, infatuated, man.
Infatuated many times. I'm not certain, like...
Were you in love with the 18-year-old?
I think I was. I'm not sure.
I've been in love once. The 18-year-old, I think you were in love. It's a mix of infatuation and love, I feel like, the way you're describing it. So it's like 50-50.
Well, it's just, I don't know. I think I was, but I don't know.
Yeah, but so I think there's definitely here's the thing. Everything is not black. Everything is grayscale, right? So you definitely have some love in there. You have some infatuation.
At the end of the day, fucking day, love is one of those things where everyone fucking talks about and everyone, experiences. But unless you've experienced it multiple times with multiple people, how do you really know
what the fuck it is?
Yeah. Right.
That's true, because infatuation is almost obsession, so it feels weird, right? It feels like it's almost scary, but that's the thing. It's like, and then love is like, it's like a little bit of infatuation, but a lot of like, okay, like, this person is my person. It's a weird fucking thing.
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm like uncertain about it, because it was like, this person is my person, but this is also a person I pushed away because I was afraid, like, of making sacrifices for this person.
Yeah, you pushed away, and That's the thing. It's like you push them away, but at the same time, look, and in your head of heads, you're like, fuck, should I have pushed them away?
Well, in the grand scheme of things, at the time, I pushed her away because I was afraid of me sacrificing everything that I wanted to accomplish in my life.
He was afraid of sacrificing Harold's. Look at it.
That's right. Just,
Never getting Harold's again. No.
that bitch is like, no fried chicken for you, motherfucker. I'm like, you're out of my life. Fuck you. No fried chicken. Fuck you. How dare you try to come between me and my fucking fried chicken? No, but it was one of those things where, like, she had no support system. She had a kid.
Okay.
And
18.
Oh, yeah.
When did she have the kid? 16?
17.
Oh, so just a year old.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I was deeply afraid of having to sacrifice everything I wanted out of
That's a
life.
third half chicken at Harold's, bro.
I know. No, I was deeply afraid of, like, having to sacrifice everything I wanted out of life to support her because she had no support system. I don't really have a support system. Like, so.
And this was out there, too, so you didn't know where you were going with your life yet, right? Now you're kind of settled dead in your life. At least you know where you're going to live for the next 10 years.
I mean,
He's like, I don't even know that, bro.
you think I'm going to be alive in 10
I might
years?
jump off the balcony after this.
I'm not jumping off the balcony. That's a good way to cripple myself. I'll survive that. That'll suck.
But like, too low to the ground, bro.
Right. But at the end of the day, like, I knew the life I was living in Chicago at the time is not the life I wanted to live.
Yeah.
I had a decent middle-class job. I had a condo. But I was fucking miserable.
Yeah.
I enjoyed being with her. I really enjoyed being with her. But I also was like, I will have to set, in my mind, no, I did not discuss this with her. I probably should have. This should have been a fucking discussion. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to have to fucking sacrifice everything to support her and her child because she's got no support system. I really care about her, but I'm not sure I'm willing to do that.
Well, another thing, like, okay, so you don't know where your life is at that moment. You don't know where you're going with it. So obviously, like, just at that moment, settling down would have been like, okay, I'm gonna regret this later, possibly.
Well, settling down
I'm not happy with my current overall life, regardless.
Settling down wouldn't have been an issue, but the idea of settling down with someone who, at the time, had no means to be an equal
Support themselves,
to be an equal contributor to the situation.
Yeah. Okay. How is she fucking raising a kid? The father?
There's a whole to do.
Fucking Harold's chicken. Poor fucking kid. Wow. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's also fucking almost 9 years ago, right?
Almost 10.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah,
so
we broke up in July.
28 years old, like you said, and it's like it's a time in your life where it's hard to know what the fuck you want.
Yeah, we broke up in July of 2010. So
I don't think it was your fault. I mean,
oh no. At that age, I should have communicated better. I definitely made some mistakes in the situation. I admit that. Not to say I am faultless in the situation. Like,
yeah.
both of us had. It was a problem. There were definitely some problems.
Well, now I think the next thing to do is take that kid to Harold's Chicken.
That kid lives in Chicago. That kid can go to Harold's whenever the fuck it wants.
Like, that kid's been to Harold's last week, motherfucker.
What's super weird for me is, I may drink a fair amount.
Yeah.
And the bar I used to basically live at in Chicago, she now bartends at.
Oh, man. So you're definitely going to see her.
I mean, probably.
Soon.
I'm not going back to Chicago anytime soon, but it's still like.
Next 2 years, you will most likely run into her at some point.
Oh, without
a fucking doubt.
I mean, 2 times ago I was in Chicago, she picked me up and we went and, like, hung out. So.
Wow.
But it was still a thing. Like, it's still weird to see her, like, on social media, her check-ins at my bar. It's like.
She checks in a lot. She fucking works there. Wow.
Yeah, she works there. It's like, so weird. That's my house. That's my house. That's my fucking house. What are you doing in my house?
What are you doing in my fucking kingdom, bitch? She's still servicing the king.
King don't live there no more.
That's it. The king comes back a little bit here and there.
But it's just,
yeah.
6 months. At the end of the day, like, people in our age group, I'm sure a lot of your peers, a lot of my peers are like married, kids, like multiple kids. Kids are almost like adults at this point.
Fucking my friend's having their third kid. Two of my friends, I'm like, geez, I'm a loser. What am I doing? I can't. Here's the thing, though. I don't like we talked about earlier in the show. I don't think I'm gonna have kids, so I think it's totally fine. You know?
Oh, I think it's totally fine too. It's
just weird.
It's weird to be like one of my guys I've known since elementary school. 4 kids, married, 4 kids, like married over a decade at this point. It's like
4 kids. That's just insane.
I agree. And every time I see him, like I just am like, so are you on your 12th one already? Like I just keep throwing the number up and up.
I don't even think I'd make it to 4 if I tried right now.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't. But it's just like, how the fuck did we like grow up together? Like I've known you since I was 7 years old, and like our paths just diverge that fucking much.
And now you have 7-year-olds yourself. It's crazy. I know you said 7. Now you got 7. Fucking, I mean, how old is oldest?
Like 13, I think.
Yeah.
Like no, 10 or 11.
Whatever. Almost a teenager. That's insane.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to my friends' children.
What's the other thing? Your friends get pissed when you don't pay attention to their kid, you know? And you feel bad later.
Whoa,
I smoke a joint, and I'm like, I should fucking, I should hang out with, I don't want to say their names.
Like, why should I pay attention to your orgasm?
Well, now their orgasm is a fucking fully functional human being who eventually might, be in your life at some point.
I don't know that person.
Well, you don't. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, until you can drive me home from the bar, you don't matter.
They might be working on the bar one day. Check in.
Well, at that point, like, yeah, I know your old man.
Now you use it.
It's all situational.
Take me home. Take me by pops.
It's all situational. I mean, does that make me a scumbag? Probably.
I don't think so. I think in the end, it's hard to be a part of every single one of your friends' children, right? And also it's long distance in both of our cases. So what the fuck? But we should definitely pretend.
No, that's dishonest. Fuck that. I'd rather just be honest. Like, nah, cool. You fucked. Cool.
I actually have done a decent effort of it. You spend one night with them, they're happy, bro. One night every 5 years, they're happy.
Not when I get that drunk.
You're like, bro, I got fucking blood to fucking come inside him.
When I pull a fucking Rick Sanchez and just like shit all over the room, they're like, well, that was a horrible idea. I mean, this friend also, it got vetoed by his wife, but at one point was like, so I'm thinking about making Matt our kid's godparent. And she's like, no.
She's like, what the fuck do you have planned for our children?
The fuck are you thinking? No.
Why? You look, you're a good guy. You have your friends back. Just because, and again, if you became a god, would you accept the Godfather?
I don't know what I'd do with that job. I'm an atheist.
Well, I mean, that's what. Here's I don't know if I feel like there's something, power, some type of power out there, right? So I don't know what it is.
I'm not worshiping the guy who plays The Sims. He left the keyboard a long time ago.
I was raised a Hindu, bro. I smoked weed before I tried fucking like steak. How fucked up is that?
Well, I mean, if you try enough weed, steak is amazing.
Well, that's the next thing. I was like, I gotta try that motherfucking steak.
Millions of white people can't be wrong.
Yeah, right. And that's my favorite meat too. Of course, the Hindu loves the steak.
I mean, if it's holy, why wouldn't you want to bring it into you?
Just make love to it.
You're just bringing God into your person, right?
That's it. You're literally merging.
Right? God is giving you life, one bite at a time.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, I like red meat.
Steak, your favorite?
I like steak. I mean, I didn't get this fat by not eating.
Well, no, I love my favorite. I love steak, but my favorite is crab legs, king crab.
King crab. Those motherfuckers are painful.
Oh,
they're great, but they're fucking painful to get at.
Why? Oh, because yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's why I eat less. I'm happy, but and also it's expensive. You eat 1.5 pounds. You're like, okay. I don't want to go for another pound. It's too expensive. It's fine.
That's why you go to buffets.
Though you go to those snow crab buffets. Those Asians are staring at you at the table like, you done? You done? No, fucking, I'm not done. Me and the black people at the buffets compete. I see him. We go eye to eye. I'm like, what's up, pimpin'? He's like, what's up, bro? And then we meet, and we always try to rush. As soon as a fresh snow crab coming, oh, I love that moment. Comes in, and me and him are there together, and then the rest of the assholes can wait.
Right? You got to be quick, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be quick. You got to keep your eye on the shit while you're eating. See, that's the key. That fresh one comes over, I run right over to Asian lady. Like, hold on. I'm like, shut up. We're doing this now.
Put it in.
Yes.
I need to grab more butter and let's do this.
I'm lubing up. I need to put it in. Let's go.
I'm just lubing the meat through my system. Just whoop, right through. All the protein.
That's it. Oh, it's all protein and cholesterol.
Meh. I mean, I wasn't planning to live forever anyways.
Yeah, that's true. But we got to make it to 50 or 60, right?
Why? So I can, if I'm falling this much apart at 38, I don't want to think how much I'm going to be falling apart at 50.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I'm going to be in a wheelchair by then.
Bro, I'm going to definitely be in a wheelchair.
I'm going to be in a wheelchair, and I'm not going to be rich. I'm not going to be rich enough that anyone wants to fuck anyone in a wheelchair.
But you know what? At least someone will be pushing us around. Well, unless we got to wheel ourselves. But they're electronic now. You push the button.
At least we don't have to get our wheelchair through the snow.
Oh, can you? Chicago, New York, they're fucking. I've seen them. Oh, those YouTube videos.
Those poor fucking bastards. Like nothing worse to be crippled in the snow.
Yeah, the audience should go and YouTube shopping on meth. I think that's hilarious. One of the best videos there is out there. You just see this woman. She looks like she woke up on fucking Christmas Eve. She had 10 families after a 6-month coma, 10 families to shop for, and she just has to fucking figure everything out. To me, it's actually a video I watch just for fun.
That sounds fucking amazing. That sounds fucking amazing.
Shopping on meth, white women getting kicked out of Ubers, another hit. You know, it's a lot. It's good.
It's good shit. White women need to get kicked out of Ubers more often. But just white people in general need to be kicked out of Ubers more often. Fuck your entitlement.
A lot of black people getting kicked out of Ubers as well. I can't imagine being a poor Uber driver in the hood. Oh, fuck it. They say, why the fuck don't we get picked up by cabs? Well, guess what? There's a lot going on. You know what I mean? A lot of these motherfuckers are not. Here's the thing. When you have people that are angry, who wants to deal with them, right? And it's in the hood. Motherfuckers are angry, whether they're white or black. They're angry. Who the fuck wants to deal with that? So I don't blame cab drivers and Uber drivers for skipping a ride.
And on that note, we're going to get you out of here on last call.
I'm not racist. Look at me. Half the Uber drivers don't pick me up. This is fantastic, though, bro. I want to do it again.
Hell yeah.
When I have more time. I don't have to run to a show in the airport. I would love to do it again. Or we do a Harold's review or something.
Oh, hell yeah. But in the meantime, the socials, where can they find you?
At A New Comedy, ANU Comedy, you can find me, or LAWeedReport.com. There's actually a podcast that's going to be coming up that we have. My friend is uploading called Weedology that we do. And then there's another podcast that's going to be uploaded. We have about 7 episodes on that's called Anonymous Degenerate Stories.
Oh, really? What's that about?
Oh, that's nights in the hotel with the, that's about, people come on that and they're anonymous and they just tell fucking the wildest stories of their life.
Oh, I don't need to be anonymous to tell my fucking
stories.
Oh,
yours, listen, hotel nights with fucking, purple fucking sauce, you're good to go.
Well, thank you for doing the show.
Thank you, Matt Slayer. You're the fucking man, and appreciate you very much, bro.
Hey, my pleasure. My absolute pleasure. We'll definitely do this again after some fried chicken.
Yes.
In the meantime, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. and Slayer on Facebook. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
That's right.